They have come from all across the country. The part of the Aces Nation gathered in Mount Carmel this weekend for the annual homecoming game. And we've got a good one tonight. It's the Mater Dei Knights from Breeze and Mount Carmel playing for the last time in a series that began 6 years ago. Last year, the Aces won a marathon game that was delayed 3 times by lightning, and the Aces then struck like lightning late in the game and rallied and knocked off the Knights. This year, these two come in with uncharacteristic records. Mount Carmel 0-3 and Mater Dei 1-2. Hello again, everybody. Scott Allen at the stadium. Kyle Peach is here. We're excited to be here on your night. Kyle, it is your day, too, this weekend. Your 20-year anniversary, right?
Well, 20 years ago I was born, is what I'm telling people. But actually, it's 20 years ago since I graduated from Mount Carmel High School, 1997. My classmates across the way watching on the stadium side, hello. Welcome back to everybody that is back in town for homecoming weekend. Nothing like Mount Carmel at homecoming. The end zones painted beautifully by the art department here. It's a lot of fun. Homecoming weekend, even more so if we can get a win here tonight.
Yeah. And the Aces did play better in a lot of regards last week, but in the end they lost a 3-touchdown lead and fell 30-27 to the Princeton Tigers. Meanwhile, the Knights, listen to this stat now. You think we're having trouble this year. The Knights haven't even scored the last 2 weeks. A team that was considered state tournament and state challenger ready at the beginning of the year haven't even scored. They've lost to Belleville-Altoff and Alton Marquette. And when you look at their roster, you've looked up some stats. It's very interesting. There's a lot of youth on this Mater Dei team.
There's a lot of youth, and they so mimic Mount Carmel and our trek through the season this year. The one difference is they do have a win. In opening night, they beat Effingham. I think it was 27-26, a one-point game. So somehow they were able to rally back and come away with a win on that night. But it's very similar, and we're also learning injuries are definitely something that is concerning to Mater Dei fans. Their starting quarterback throughout a lot of this season, a 6'1 senior in A.J. Albers, is hurt. He threw 46 passes through the first 3 weeks of the season, completing 22 of those, and he is on the sideline with a cast on his arm and will not play tonight for Mater Dei. Instead, they go to their backup quarterback, a junior at 5'11", number 12, Chavis Jasper, who's thrown, by comparison, just 6 passes. 2 of them complete on the year for a net -1 yard. So the passing game going to be impacted for Mater Dei, and couple it with the fact that their quarterback, Albers, who is now out, had more carries than anybody else in their roster out of the backfield, and that's a real problem for Mater Dei. So, you know, I was thinking coming into this game, as I'm sure a lot of Aces fans were, this is not going to be an easy night. This could potentially set up Mount Carmel to be 0-4, but let's play the game first. Mount Carmel may have a shot to shock a few people tonight and knock off Mater Dei here at home.
And let's hope the Aces get a chance to do that as well tonight. Kickoff just a couple minutes away. Flip of the coin brought to you by First Bank. And the flip of the coin, hey, we did something good already tonight.
We have already reversed fortunes no matter what else happens. For the first time this season, we won the toss. The Aces won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Mater Dei will take the football, so they'll have the ball first as we get underway here tonight. But the Aces will get the ball to start the second half.
And so let's take a 1-minute break before the kickoff. Let's do that very quickly here, and we have Aces football ahead for you at the home of the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
30.
Oh.
Lee here with LIP Motorsports in Mount Carmel. Not only do we sell and detail cars, but we also have a full-service upholstery shop. We do everything from full vehicle interior makeovers, including headliners and seats, to living room and lawn furniture, as well as your ATV, motorcycle, or tractor seats, and your biggest summer toys, boats. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, so come by 830 Poplar Street, Mount Carmel, or call us at 618-262-5436 for an appointment or estimate.
back here at the stadium waiting for the go-ahead from the officials. Man, makes us feel important. We're like an NFL game here.
Well, thank goodness they're doing that. This is an awkward, long delay, but both teams came out on the field for the kickoff, and there were 2 minutes left on the pregame clock. And as you should do, especially for those of us media people in a commercial break, they have, thank goodness, mercifully enough, waited. And now we have a minute left to go on the pregame clock, and then we'll get ready to go. Interestingly enough, they may look to go early now, but interestingly enough, the kicker, Braden Stipp, sat the ball up, and in the last 30 seconds has moved the ball around. It just fell off the tee, so that'll slow things down just a bit again. But so a little pregame jockeying here by the kicker, Braden Stipp.
And, of course, being a soccer guy, he knows the feel for the ball, where he wants it, and he looks like he's putting it precariously in a certain spot that's already fell off once, so we'll see if it holds. Official standing right in front, and we're still waiting for the clock to reach 0. Thanks for joining us tonight. One of your homes of Aces football is WSJD Princeton Mount Carmel. How about the NFHS Network and my15news.com? How many streams do we have going tonight?
Just this one. This is the only live stream on the video side tonight. A replay of the game comes your way Monday night at 7 o'clock on News Channel 15 as well. So hello wherever you are tuning in to the broadcast tonight. And we are finally ready for homecoming football. Here's the voice of the Aces, Scott Allen.
Thank you very much, Kyle Peach, class of 97. I won't tell you what class I'm in. and not even close. Here's the kick. Stipp left to right, delivers the boot. It tails off to the far side of the field, grabbed over the shoulder to around the 15-yard line, 20-25, and down to around there. Mater Dei will start shy of their 30 at around the 28-yard line.
That was Jasper, the kid that we will see a lot tonight, running out of the quarterback spot, carrying that football downfield. Gets to about the 26-yard line. That's where Mater Dei will start. It'll be 1st and 10 there for the Knights.
Travis Jasper, 5'11", 182. Only 4 seniors on this Mater Dei roster. They line it up, trips to the left side. The quarterback will be in the shotgun with his lone setback, Justin Tolley, behind him. There's a quick throw, slant pass caught, and eventually the receiver gang tackled that pass complete to Zach Napovinis. Did I get it right?
Napovinis.
No, not even close. Napovinis made the catch. Not much of a gain. About 3, maybe 4 on the play, second down.
Yeah, Zach Napovinis over the middle there is a ball carrier that hasn't got his number called a whole lot this year for Mater Dei, but enough for a 5-yard gain on that play.
Now empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left side. Jasper in the shotgun. A high snap. I don't know if he's going to hand it to the wingback or not, but he corrals it, takes it himself, and he's stood up, gang tackle, and a drop for a loss. They'll mark him his forward progress further up the field at around the 25-yard line.
Looks like, I think, Scott, they'll go 35-yard line on that one, so that ends up. What is that, a gain of 4 on the play?
Yeah, it's about 3rd and 2 now.
A lot more forward progress than we first thought.
But the Aces strung that play out to their left and made it stand. Now the Knights come back out, receiver and a wing to the left side, and the running back right behind the quarterback in the shotgun. They fake to Tolley. The quarterback keeps it to the right side and really lunges across the 35, 36 for the first down all the way near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good run on the quarterback. However, there is a flag down on the field, so flag on the play. Hold the phone on the first down run. Justin Akers is our referee tonight. The Lawrenceville product out there, and he will talk to Mount Carmel. That's a good sign if you're the Aces fans, looking like perhaps in the area of a hold.
Holding number 67, offense. 10-yard penalty from spot of the foul, 3rd down.
So a hold brings it back.
So they'll walk it back inside the 30 to the 26-yard line, where it will be now 3rd down and 9. Play just underway. Late start tonight because of the distance traveled by Breeze, 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock. We're glad you're with us tonight. Now the quarterback presents trips to the left side, a running back that way as well, and he will follow him, use him as a block. Now he throws on the run. It's pass almost picked off by Montz. Incomplete, but Montz, the defenseman, the linebacker from Mount Carmel, got his hands on it. Incomplete, 4th down.
Got his hands on it and almost took off with that football. Incomplete pass after that penalty brings up 4th down now, and so the penalty changes a 1st down into a 4th down after the incomplete pass, and the Aces will send Braden Stipp back deep. A couple of kids have punted the ball for Mater Dei this year. Jasper, number 12, the quarterback. The officials have called timeout to check on some equipment there. But also, Albers, the kid who's injured, did some punting too. So the do-it-everything kid in Albers who's hurt, even affecting their special teams. By the way, Jasper, getting ready to kick that ball if they do stay in the punt formation here, averages 32 yards a kick.
4th down, he does back up, appears ready to get rid of the ball. And finally delivers the kick, a little rugby-style kick. And Stipp will watch it go out of bounds in front of him inside the 30. It'll be down by Mater Dei at around the 29-yard line. So a kick of 21 and 23, 44 yards, right? And no return. Good kick, and Mount Carmel gets the football for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that'll be the longest kick of the short punting career of Jasper. And a good job, though, by the Mount Carmel defense to hold on this opening drive for Mater Dei. And the Aces will get the ball 1st and 10 from our own 29-yard line. Let's find that first half offense we found last week at Princeton and hope to sustain it a little longer than we did a week ago. Remember, we still had a little issue on our opening drive or so last week.
So the first scrimmage play of the day for Mount Carmel. And here is Austin Rager, the junior quarterback, hands it off to Zach Whitler. He's met immediately and dropped as he came right in next to the quarterback, presented it like he was going to take the ball and did, and Mater Dei reacted, and a loss maybe. He got back to the line, and I guess they're going to say no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, no gain on that play, and Mater Dei was ready for that. They, for all intents and purposes, saw that coming, and they were ready for it. 2nd down and 10. We'll see what the Aces look to do here. Ready for the run, it appeared, Mater Dei. The Aces in Austin Rager, they've seen him throw the ball 48 times coming into the night. By far our leading rusher as well, 263 carries.
Now man in motion. That is Thacker from wing right. Meanwhile, the ball carrier goes to the left, and again, stiff resistance by Mater Dei, and not much there for the ball carrier, Zach Whitler. And it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that play. Maybe a half a yard or so upfield to the 29. But that's about it. So 3rd down and 10. And whether we wanted to or not, Mount Carmel's now in a pass-it type of situation here on 3rd and long.
And, boy, we came out throwing last week at Princeton, coming out running tonight, at least the first 2 plays. And it's now 3rd and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 29-yard line. Just underway, no score. Mater Dei's already punted away. Here's Rager in the shotgun. Whitler behind him. Rager backs up, wants to throw, and fires it long on the fly, looking for Stipp. It's a jump ball. He almost caught it. It was deflected away at the last minute, incomplete at the Mater Dei 45, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, intended for Stipp. It hit him in the hands. He did have a defender right there he was fighting for with the football. Unable to bring it in, though. 4th down, and Aces go 3 and out on our opening drive. Mater Dei did the same, albeit with a little penalty assist in there as well.
So Mater Dei will drop 2 players back and step in to do the punting, standing inside his 20 at the 16. It's 4th and 10. It's a pretty good snap. He also runs. He's going to keep it himself to the 30, 35, running him 1st down to the 40. Finally chased out of bounds to the 47. How about that? 4th down. Surprise with the Aces, and Stipp runs for the 1st down.
Well, I'm not sure that Stipp maybe even was told to do that. It looked like he was going to do the rugby-style kick, and kind of like you see in baseball when you see a batter and they've got that new infield shift on and the whole left side of the infield is open. Stipp looked up, saw the whole right side of the field open, and ran for the 1st down all the way up to the 48 of the Aces.
So the Aces were the first surprise of the night. A new set of downs, 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
20-yard gain on that play.
Not bad. Well, now the Aces line it up. They go left to right. Everybody's pulled in pretty tight. Rager's going to keep it and run to the left side himself. Tries to evade a tackle, and he can't bring down 2. And he's brought down for a loss back at the 41-yard line, a loss of about 7 or 8 on the play.
Yeah, and unfortunately, after the 7-yard loss, what we're seeing here early, Mater Dei keying on the run. The Aces are going to have to go to the air to loosen things up in the middle of the field as we want to try to run the football, but the passing game is what's going to be key for us to be allowed to run the football against this defense from Mater Dei. Really stingy keying on that run right now.
Drew Timmerman, linebacker on the primary for the Knights. Now the Aces line it up with a tight formation here. Everybody's very close, and handoff back to the counter, back to the right side, fighting for running room. He's finally going to get brought down. That's Thacker on his first carry of the night. Gain of about 2 or 3 to the 44.
Well, and a good inside counter handoff back to the near side. Did get a few yards of forward progress up to around the 44, but still only a gain of 3 yards. A lot more yards to get for the Aces. 3rd and 14 now from the 44.
Yeah, the Aces in a little push offensive formation with the H-back in tight right behind the line of scrimmage, the wings in tight. Now we change and go trips to the right side and a receiver wide out to the left. A short shotgun stance as Rager backs up. He wants to throw and is flushed out of the pocket, chased to the right. Now he's running all the way, 44, and he's knocked out of bounds. That will be maybe no gain if we're lucky.
I think he's going to lose a yard.
And it'll be 4th down. The Aces will look to give it up again.
So, unfortunately, again, one of the things you look for as you look at the Aces offense, Scott, through our first series here, we did get a first down thanks to a fake punt run by Braden Stepp. You take those 20 yards away, we have a net minus 4 yards for the rest of the game offensively. The Aces, again, slow out of the gate this week on the offensive end.
Mater Dei just has one player back, and here a step again to the right. This time he gets the boot away. It's going to sail high and over the head of the receiver. He's going to let it go out of bounds, and it's going to be a good punt all the way inside the 20 down to around the 17-yard line. If that's the case, about a 40-yard punt and no return.
Yeah, so a nice job by Stepp, able to put that bound on the ball to send it over the head and then out of bounds. We'll see where they ultimately spot the football. It is inside, as you mentioned, the 20-yard line right at the 17. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from there. And just a nice, solid job there by the Aces. Special teams and Braden Stepp. Mater Dei gets the football back.
Justin Tolley, the setback behind the quarterback, Francis. Tolley 6'4", 202, so he's got some bulk when they give him the ball. Quarterback on the shotgun, high snap, hands it off. Tolley darts left, and now it's run up and drop for a loss. Nice stop by Mount Carmel on the play.
Making the stop that time was that 66. Bryson Phelps in there making the stop for the Aces. A nice job out there by Phelps, and a loss on the play of about 3 yards.
Boy, Phelps has played a little bit of everywhere. He played both ways a couple of games. He's been the center. He's been a guard. You name it, he's played there this year. So now 2nd and 13 for the Knights. And here is the quarterback. He gets the snap, hands it to Tolley again. He shovels to the right side. He's brought down again by a good tackle from a lineman, and another loss on the play.
Yeah, just another good, solid tackle as Austin Donald's right there to make the stop. Going the wrong way are the Knights here on this drive. A loss of about, maybe a gain of a yard after a forward progress, but still minimal gain. 3rd and 12 coming up, another 3rd and long already in this ball game.
Yep, 3rd and 12 from the 15. A lot of defense in this game so far. And here's the quarterback. He has just a wing to his left, Tolley, and he rolls to the right this time. He's going to keep it all the way, and he's finally rung up and dropped. Not much there. Did get some yardage, but down to around the 20 is about it. About 5 on the carry, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, so Travis Jasper that time gets back inside the original line of scrimmage, so gets a little bit downfield. To the 20 is where they'll spot it. So a gain of 5 on the play, but again, brings up 4th down, and this has punt formation written all over it, but no signal for that. Now the punter will drop back.
Blake Kite on the stop for the Aces. The Aces have been good tacklers so far tonight. Here is the kick away by Francis. It's a line drive, bounces at near midfield, and dribbles all the way to the other side, and eventually out of bounds. They're going to mark it at around the 38-yard line, which should be a kick of 42 yards.
So we've seen 40-yarders from each punter tonight on every punt in this game. Braden Stepp for 40. Now Jasper for Mater Dei kicks 42 this time, had 40-plus the last time. But still a decent shot here for the Aces as they'll get the football back. 5:02 remaining here in the opening quarter. But we got to start moving the football, partner.
Yeah, because the headline of the game so far tonight has been, hey, the punting's real good.
Right.
But now we got to get some points on the board. It's 1st and 10 from the 38. Aces line up Two and a H-back to the right side in the shotgun. Rager pulls it back. He's going to throw. Rolling to the right, or is he going to keep it all the way? He's going to run with the football to the 40. Tries to turn in. Francis comes in and finally puts the hit on him, along with Timmerman at around the 47 or 48. Nice gain, though, by Rager, who ran a lot last week.
Yeah, he certainly did. In 2 games played for Mount Carmel coming into tonight, Rager had carried the ball 48 times for 263 yards. Both those numbers tops on the team through the first 3 weeks. Rager picks up 5 on that carry and gets closer to that first down marker.
And he seems to hold the fake a little longer. He's getting better at that on plays he's going to run the whole time with. He keeps them honest on the defensive side before he commits to running. Now Rager takes a snap, shuffles over left guard,
nice
and now
move.
back to the right side. Brought down right at midfield. Maybe a first down of the 49.
Looks like it will be. And what quick movement and a good adjustment in the middle of that run to cut back to the near side of the field by Rager. Pivoted on a dime that time. Gets it up to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield, a 6-yard gain. And more importantly, the Aces move the chains.
Yeah, we started to see that last week. He had piled up 143 yards by halftime against the Tigers and really was all over the field. Scored from 44 yards out on one play. And now he sets the club up 1st and 10 from the Mount Carmel 49. Patberg, a wide receiver to the right side, 2 to the left. Rager in the shotgun takes a snap, pulls it back, dumps it out. It's off a hand and eventually incomplete. Looking for Ballard out of the left flats, the H-back. 2nd down.
Yeah, and a well-designed play. Unfortunate not able to complete that pass to Ballard. He was open. Mater Dei had bitten on the handoff as Rager faked it well that time, dipped his head, looked like he was going to give away the football, then pulls it back to throw and just missed Ballard over the middle. Incomplete, 2nd down.
3:53 to go here in the first period of play. No score in this homecoming tilt. Mount Carmel hits the road next week. We'll be at Hatchet Hollow to face the Washington Hatchets. H-back left side, receiver split, 2 to the left, 1 to the right on the shotgun. Rager, high snap's going to keep it himself, and run to the left side, not much there. Finally, they're able to bring it down at around the 50-yard line. Very short gain, maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, not much there for Rager that time. It took a little too much time for him to ultimately start heading downfield that time, trying to sell the fake, so it ends up being no gain on the play. And now the Aces, again, here we are, 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Scott, 3rd down has been really a bugaboo for the Aces to this point of the season, and so far has been here tonight. Mount Carmel has really struggled, only converting 28% of 3rd down opportunities this season.
So here they are on 3rd down, and in the shotgun is Rager. Backs up, wants to throw this time. Fires, looking over the middle. The pass is incomplete. He underthrew the receiver over the middle. That is Braden Stippett around the Mater Dei 27-yard line. And here it is, 4th down again.
Now the bright side is, on 4th down, we have a slightly better completion percentage already with 1 tonight because of the punt fake. So factoring that in, Mount Carmel 6 of 13, nearly 50% on conversions of 4th down, but probably not going to try it right here, having already tested the waters once.
Aces may play the field position game here, and hopefully Stipp can get another 40-yarder uncorked and pin Mater Dei deep. And here he does deliver the kick this time. It's high, and there's Francis underneath it at around the 23, and he's dropped immediately. Good tackle. And so no return of any kind. About a 27-yard kick and a 1-yard return, and Mater Dei sets it up from there.
Yeah, and it just not much they could do with that ball that time, so no return. 1st and 10, they'll actually set it down at the 23, call it to 22, and partner, this thing is flying by here tonight. 3 minutes to go, first quarter.
Nice crowd on hand here tonight for homecoming 2017. The Grand Old School on the banks of the Wabash. And a duel so far with these Knights. 0-0's the score, and Francis in the shotgun will hand off to Tolley. He's wrapped up by Bryson Phelps, and nope, got away, or did Bryson stay with him? Yep, he dropped him further back. They'll give him progress near the line, though, 2nd down.
So Justin Tolley on the run that time. Nothing there after the delayed handoff. In fact, lost a yard on the play. Back to the 21 they go. So it's 2nd down and 11 there. Both these offenses struggling to get on track here tonight.
And the defense is tackling well tonight early on for the Aces. They've struggled at times with that this year. Now 2nd down and long. Here is Francis in the shotgun. Calls the play, drops the snap over his head. Now he's running for his life. He's going to take a loss on the play, a big loss inside the 10.
Again, Travis Jasper, the quarterback on that carry. As you said, the snap went over his head. He had to go back to get it. Inside the 10-yard line that ball goes, it looks. And it's going to be a huge loss on the play for Travis Jasper out of the quarterback spot, back inside the 10, all the way down to the 8-yard line. That will go officially as a 15-yard loss on the play.
So a big opportunity here for the Aces inside the 2-minute mark now. No score in this ball game. Quarterback is Travis Jasper, 5'11", 182, a junior, and he is in the shotgun. He's back standing at about the 2-yard line as he takes a snap, throws a quick swing. It's caught. The receiver now darts inside and gets a little running room out across the 10 to the 15-yard line or so. The pass caught by Nolan Petker.
Yeah, Petker, the junior, 5'11", 172-pounder, makes the catch. Nowhere near they need to go, though, down the field. They'll set up shop now at the 15-yard line as Petker makes the field, and we have an injury on the play. It's an Aces player fallen about the point where that tackle was made at around the 15-yard line.
We can't get a picture of who that is yet. They're out looking at it. We've got a coach on the sidelines over here on this near side blocking the view. And it'll be 4th down for the Knights. They're going to go and, I think, huddle near their coach. Well, they're going to get water in for them. So the Aces doing a good job on defense here. That was a gain on the last play, but remember the previous play had really been negative. So a gain of 6 or 7, and they're still left with a 4th and 17. Clock stopped with 1:19 to go here in the first period of play. And they're going to help the player up, and that is Quade Ballard.
Just a little shaken up on the play, it looked like. Looks like he's going to walk off under his own power. That's a good sign to see, and good sportsmanship for the modern-day faithful who have packed it in here on the far side of the field as they applaud as Ballard is up and headed to the sidelines.
As he walks off, he's holding his left hand up near his chest the whole time as he leaves, so that may be an affected area. But it'll be 4th and 17 now for the Knights. If they pump the ball away, their punter, well, will he be in the end zone? No, probably not, but he'll be dangerously close. We've seen a couple of safeties in this season. One on both
few
sides.
more than you would anticipate.
Yeah. Was it 3 we've seen this year?
I think so, something like that. It's been a lot, I'll tell you that.
Now he drops back, the punter does. He's standing at about his 5-yard line. But he's gotten 2 40-plus kicks away. Runs to the right, gets the boot off here. It's high. It's going to be a little shorter.
Wow, that's well short.
Oh, well short. Bounces straight up in the air. Mount Carmel lets it go because no matter where it ends, it's going to be great. At around the 31-yard line or so.
So we praised 40-yard punts, and this last one goes for 16 yards.
Yeah.
And in a real key spot on the field when you're punting near your end zone. And now Mount Carmel's going to get it at the 32-yard line. Officially a 17-yard punt. And the Aces have the football in great shape. You got to score here.
Didn't you say this was not the regular punter?
Well, normally it was the quarterback, Albers, who's hurt, who does the punting. Jasper did have 4 punts for 129 yards coming into the night. Pretty good average, but still far fewer attempts.
He sure felt the pressure there, didn't he?
He did indeed.
And a good start for the Aces now. Here's Rager in the shotgun, gets the snap, runs it himself to the middle, now darts to the right, slides off the right side and gets a few yards. They'll mark him down to around the 24-yard line. Looks like a gain of about, what are they going to call it?
About 6 or 7 yards, yeah. And Scott, one of the things, sorry to interrupt you, one of the things that I've noticed about Austin Rager, he's growing into this quarterback position, first year, really just 3rd game at the quarterback spot. It's really making the decisions of when to wait, when to be patient for a hole, and when to run through it quickly, and he's doing a better job of making those decisions.
5 receivers now, empty backfield. Here's Rager throwing to the right side. Pass is picked off by Francis at around the 10, 15, 20 for the Knights, an interception, and finally we get him down over the 30.
He's still going.
Oh, yep, he did have a little life left in him, and they're going to mark him at around the 35 where he went out of bounds. A big pickoff by the quarterback, as it turns out, from Mater Dei, Travis Jasper.
Yeah, stepped in front and then brought it back downfield a good ways. Boy, the Aces had a golden opportunity there. Set up shop at around our own 30-yard line, throw the interception. And Travis Jasper, Mr. Do-It-Everything, now for Mater Dei, brings it back to the 35-yard line. So after the interception, to the 36, it becomes a 24-yard interception return for touchdown, and the Aces' best opportunity of the game offensively is now gone by the wayside.
22 seconds to go in the period. Mater Dei takes over, 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's the quarterback. Hands it to Tolley. He follows his blockers, pushes upfield across the 30-yard line, across the 40 to the 43. Near the marker, nice run.
Yeah, about an 8-yard gain or so on the play. If he goes to the 44, it is that 8-yard gain. And Tolley there. Kite brings him down on the stop. Second and short now for Mater Dei as the quarter ends.
So that ends the first quarter on the straight up and down run by Tolley. And so Mater Dei has the football. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. And it'll be an easy one to read. Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips' scoreboard is nothing at the end of the first period. Back with quarter number 2 in just 1 minute at your home for the Aces.
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. Back here at the Snake Pit homecoming night. You know, CalPreps.com, they do hypothetical matchups of games until they offer their actual predictions on October 1st. But they've got Mater Dei favored by 21 in this game, and here it is, scoreless, as we go to the second quarter.
Well, I tell you, and that's interesting. Take away the punt the Aces did on the fake, that 20-yard run. Each team a net 14 yards of offense thus far through one quarter.
Francis pulls it back, going to throw on first down, looking for his receivers. Got it in stride to the 35-30 to the middle, cuts to the left side, and a flag is down. He could go all the way. I thought a flag was down. I didn't see one. It's a touchdown. The pass caught by Zach. How do you want us to pronounce that again?
Zach Napel-Venice.
Napel-Venice gets the touchdown. And Mater Dei leads 6-0, just as soon as I said something.
Well, me too, partner. I just told you both teams had 14 yards of offense in this game, and it's Zach Zappa-Venice over the middle of the field, and 56 yards later, Mater Dei's in the end zone with a 6-0 lead.
Nice delivery, too. He hit it right in stride.
Look at this lineup on the extra point try.
Yeah, Mater Dei overloads left, and they all come over and line up over center. It does open themselves to all kinds of possibilities, but they end up doing the traditional snap and ball. And hold the ball. Well, the snap wasn't very good, and the kick wasn't very good. It's no good. Well, they did all that stuff to get ready for the snap, and then they botched it. So, let's take a look at your Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now. Mater Dei leads Mount Carmel 6-0, back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
Well, Mater Dei has the lead now. The score is 6-0. A 56-yard touchdown pass to Napel-Venice puts the Knights on the board. We have 11:49 to go in quarter number 2.
Well, Scott, Zappa-Venice, the receiver of that pass, you talk about Jasper coming in to run the quarterback spot in limited play at that position to start. Zappa-Venice over the middle catching that ball for the touchdown. His second reception tonight. Prior to that, through the first 3 weeks, he had caught one ball for 1 yard. Mater Dei just putting everybody out on the field and seeing what they can do. And so far, they've got an early lead here at the Snake Pit. Let's hope that missed extra point comes back to bite him, though, later in the game.
Yeah, and he looked solid on that reception. Caught it right, kind of a vertical pattern over the middle, and then found a seam off to the left and went from there for 6. Stips deepest for the Aces, but this one's a little dribbler through the middle, off a hand. We've got to go fall on it, and finally we do. Back of the 19-yard line. That was dangerous there, but finally Montz fell in it. And Mount Carmel gets the ball right there.
Well, on the 19, so the kickoff travels 41 yards, a bounder down the field. Expect to see Mater Dei come back to that as the Aces fall on it with no return. And so, again, we squander with that interception. Unfortunately, our best start from 30 yards away from the end zone, and now one of our deepest starts of the night coming inside the 20, our own 20 back at the 19.
So Mater Dei has the lead early. Princeton scored first last week on the Aces, who came roaring back to score a lot of points after that. And then we know what happened late. Now Austin Rager sets the club up, empty backfield. In the shotgun, keeps it himself, finds a big hole up the middle. Finally, Mater Dei reacts, and they bring him down at around the 30. Could be enough for the first down, though.
Yeah, close to the marker. Officials will stop the clock to take a look. The signal is first down. That will move the chains for the Aces as Rager takes it right to the spot to get the 30-yard line. An 11-yard gain, first down.
Second quarter action here. Thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the parade today. I know so many activities planned for tomorrow at Mount Carmel High School. Tours, golf tournaments, and lots of dancing tomorrow night. Now Rager, again on the empty backfield, out of the shotgun. Calls, and again, he's going to keep it himself. Now steps to the left side, almost screened by the official. He does get some progress to around the 45. It's too bad if the official would have been in that hole. He probably would have gotten a few more.
Yeah, unfortunately, the gentleman in the black and white stripes assisting on the tackle that time. No real contact made, but Rager had to make an extra juke to get around him. And a gain, though, of about 6 yards on the play by Rager as we're starting to see the quarterback, Rager, take over again offensively as he did a week ago.
Second down and 4 now. We're down to 10:47 to go. First half, Mater Dei lead 6-0. And again, Rager by himself in the backfield in the shotgun. And Calls gets the snap, looking to throw. Looks left, now he throws right. The ball's kind of straight up in the air, but it's caught downfield by Stepp, who's on his way to the 35-30 and knocked out of bounds inside the Mater Dei 30 at around the 27-yard line.
Surprised to see no defender with Stepp. He was wide open, got by his man, missed assignment there. There is a flag down, though, on the far side of the field in the area where Stepp caught the football, so we'll have to await word on that. You would expect it to be a face mask, a horse collar tackle, something like that against Mater Dei. They are talking to Austin Rager. That's a good sign for Mount Carmel. So one of those things, it looks like it may add on to the end of this play. As it sits right now, the ball is spotted inside the Mater Dei 30 at around the 28. Here's Justin Akers, our referee.
Personal foul, number 9 of the defense. Results in a first down. Be to the goal.
So, added on to the end of the play, a personal foul on Mater Dei. They charged that to Petker, the junior. So, it's added on. The pass play goes from the 28-yard line, and it's added on to there. So, we'll see where they spot it after the huge walk-off. This is a 15-yard penalty. It'll go all the way down inside to the 11-yard line. Wow.
Was that the 14?
14, beg your pardon. You're
so
right.
that's where it's first and 10 from there. Aces go right to left. Great start now. They bring Phelps up as a H-back. They put him in there, and he blocks for Rager, who takes a snap right up the middle of the field. He'll score the touchdown. I don't think he was touched. Phelps was the lead blocker, and Rager scores an 11-yard touchdown, and this game is tied.
Well, the Aces needed that. They respond in a hurry to the Mater Dei score, and from 14 yards out, Austin Rager found a hole, found a seam, and puts it in the end zone. And now the Aces can take that lead. Does this sound familiar? Down 6-0 a week ago, we come back and score, make an extra point to take a 1-point lead. Deja vu here in week 4.
A minute 22 on the drive for the Aces, and now for the point after, try to put us ahead. Aiden Gill holds for Stepp. The kick is underway, and it is good. And Mount Carmel has the lead. Let's take a look at that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It now reads Mount Carmel 7 and Breeze Mater Dei 6. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Carl Richland Memorial Hospital in Olney is proud to introduce their new full-time cardiology clinic with board-certified cardiologist Dr. Prim Guy. Residents of southeastern Illinois now have local access to a complete range of state-of-the-art, non-invasive cardiology services, all right here, close to home. To learn more, give us a call. We're just a heartbeat away.
An 81-yard drive by the Aces took a little more than a minute. The big pass play was a 36-yard flip to Stipp on the right sidelines. And then the quarterback, Austin Rager, took it from there 11 yards out, and Mount Carmel leads 7-6.
Well, in the first quarter of play, these two teams combined for 28 yards of total offense, 48 if you count the run on the fake punt. And here in the second half, both teams with big drives here in the second quarter of play, I should say.
Here's the kick from right to left. It sails back across the field, and it will go out of bounds on a bounce at around the 20. And we'll see if Mater Dei decides to take it.
Looks like they will. They're
35.
running out there now.
Yep. So all the Knights, they are clad in their road uniforms, their white tops, the dark blue unis, the light blue numerals, and the blue helmets. Mount Carmel in their home uniforms tonight was the gold pants, maroon tops, and those gold numerals, and those famous gold helmets.
Mater Dei will take the penalty after the kick out of bounds. We've seen a few too many kicks out of bounds by the Aces. Know that Stipp is trying to work it to one side of the field or the other. Got to work a little better at keeping that ball in play, even though the 35 is not the end of the world. Still a little further upfield than you'd like to see Mater Dei get the football here.
So the Knights now come in, splitting receivers, trips to the left, one to the right. Quarterback is Jasper. He goes right up the middle, keeping himself, shakes a couple tackles, and may get enough of a first down on the roll to the 44. Who got a hold of him to force that stop was Stipp.
Yeah, Stipp makes a big save there, just short of the first down run that time for the quarterback, Jasper. Gets about 9 yards on the play. And again, if it wasn't for Stipp, it would have been a first down and probably 10 yards or so more upfield.
So the Knights have definitely opened up this possession. They again send trips left, one wide receiver to the short side right. Quarterback in the shotgun with Tolley as running back to his left. Quarterback backs up. Looks like he wants to throw, has time, fires over the middle. Pass wide open, caught. The Aces enclose the guy and bring him down now on the stop at around the 45-yard line. And I think, I'll get this right now. Hang on. I'm going to get this right. Napo Venice.
You got it. Up to the 44-yard line. Makes the catch. 11, make it 10 yards, or 12 yards down the field. Zappa Venice right there, hauling that one in. He's had a career night, at least an all-season night here tonight. Mater Dei, no huddle here.
He was wide open on that crossing pattern right there. Now Tolley gets a call, shakes off a couple tackles. Finally, it looks like Donalds and Kite help bring him down at around the 39-yard line. Tolley on the carry. Nice pickup.
Yeah, gets another nice carry downfield. Looks like about 7 yards. They'll end up and spotted at the 37. So a second down and 3 coming up here for Mater Dei in Aces territory very quickly on this possession, looking to reclaim their lead here.
Boy, has this game opened up all of a sudden. Trips to the left side, and a receiver to the right. And the shotgun is the quarterback, pulls it back from the running back, keeps it himself. Aces grab him at the line, and he drags us a little bit. We finally make the stop over there. Mount Carmel on the stop after a short game. The Farrar on the stop. First down, though.
Yeah, enough for the first down. Moves the chain, sets the ball inside the 35 up to the 34-yard line. Not much, a gain of 3, but enough for Mater Dei, a first down.
The line of scrimmage will be the 33-yard line. 8:49 to go in the first half. The Knights are going to put 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 2 by 2 out of the shotgun is the quarterback. And the quarterback immediately throws to Napa Venice. Shakes one tackle inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Harry Carey would be so proud of me. I got that one right that time. What was the player he always...
But no doubt, no chance, who knows what's going to happen next time, right?
Yeah, no. You got it right once.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. So parents ought to be happy with me.
Nonetheless, it's up to the 27, a 6-yard gain on the pass play. And it's 2nd and 4 for Mater Dei. Got to come up with a stop here.
Knights continue to roll. Trips left side. Quarterback in the shotgun. Hands it off this time. Totally met right away by the Aces. A host of Aces in on the stop. Farrar is one of them.
Looks like a loss on the play. They will end up, and let's see where they set the ball down. It was dropped at the 30. They'll come back and respot it where they want. Looks like at about the 28, so a loss of a yard for Tolley on the play. Now it's third down for Mater Dei, 3rd and 5. This would be a huge stop if Mount Carmel can throw one here.
Cade Newkirk helping out on the stop on that last play. Young sophomore linebacker. Here's the snap. Tolley gets the run to the left side. And Montz makes the stop and drags him down. I think it's Whibbler who made the primary, and they brought him down short.
Yeah, 4th down coming up. They'll see where they spot it. Looks like they may spot it all the way back at the 35-yard line. The officials getting together to spot that football. So 4th down coming up for Mater Dei. A 7-yard loss on the play. So now it's 4th down. Maybe not quite that much, but a 6-yard loss on the play. 4th and 11 from the 34. Go for it here for Mater Dei.
Quarterback on the shotgun. Tolley the
timeout
called by the Golden Aces.
Yep.
Timeouts brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 6:54 to go in the half. Mount Carmel leads Mater Dei 7-6. Back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Mount Carmel Stabilization Group wishes all our area teams good luck. The team at Mount Carmel Stabilization Group is the leading soil stabilization contractor in North America. Based right here in Southern Illinois, Mount Carmel Stabilization's reputation for quality and customer satisfaction is over 60 years strong and is at the core of what we do. For more about the experience and quality Mount Carmel Stabilization Group provides, visit mtcsg.com or call 618-262-5118. Mount Carmel Stabilization Group, proud to support our community.
Well, defense has provided a lot of highlights tonight. The Aces made some nice stops on this drive. Now it's 4th down. Will Mater Dei convert?
Well, and we'll find out. Mater Dei took themselves kind of out of a pretty good situation for kind of a short yardage 4th down perhaps coming up. Instead, a huge tackle as they tried to swing Tolley out to the outside to find some yards. The Aces did a nice job reading it, and now it's 4th and 10 from the Aces 34. Huge play for the defense right here.
And let's see what they do here. Quarterback is Jasper. Almost bobbled the snap. No, in fact, they snapped it instead to Tolley. He hands it off to Napavenice, who's running to the right side. And did he make it? He's out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds outside the 30.
Close.
I should say outside the 20. And will it be enough for the first down?
Coming to take a look. Got a spot at first. It will be a first down.
Well, a nice 4th down conversion. They really didn't snap it to the quarterback. Sneaking in to take that snap was actually Tolley, and he immediately handed off to Napavenice. So a quick little dipsy-do at the snap is enough for the Mater Dei first down. Good play. Now here's the quarterback sets, gets a snap, fires short out of the right, and the pass is caught.
That's Garrett Foppe, the junior at 6 foot, 172 pounds, making his first completed reception here of the night. Looks like they will get about 5 yards on that play. So 2nd down coming up from the 17.
6:35 to go here in the first half of play. Mater Dei trying to get the lead back. They send trips to the left side, a receiver to the short side right. Quarterback on the shotgun with his setback behind him. Man in motion, Napavenice. He sets down as an H-back spot. Lead blocker, but they're going to throw anyway, and they hit Napavenice out of the backfield. He's wrapped up quickly, but around the 15-yard line.
We'll see where they spot it down. Not a whole lot of progress there. Maybe just a yard or two. More than that as the down box continues to move. So near the marker, a gain of about 3 on the play. Call it 4. So it'll be 3rd down and a yard to go from the 13. This has been a 4-minute-plus drive now for Mater Dei here in this third quarter, or second quarter, I should say.
And here he is, the quarterback on the shotgun. On 3rd down, takes a high snap now, decides to keep it himself, and gets around a couple of aces, and gets near the goal line, and has he made it? Yes, touchdown. They finally gave the signal. Well, that was a case of some poor tackling there that allowed him to scoot outside, and he scores, and Mater Dei has the lead back.
Looked at one point like the Aces may have got their hands on him in the backfield with a high snap kind of slowing down the play, but 2 or 3 guys able to get their hands on the quarterback Jasper, but unable to bring him down. And they'll take it in from 13 yards out, a touchdown, and Mater Dei reclaims the lead at 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. A 4 to 5 minute drive that time for Mater Dei ends in Pater.
And Travis Jasper gets the 6 for Mater Dei. Now they'll try to tack on the 2-point conversion to try to catch themselves back up after missing the first. And here is Jasper in the shotgun. Really by himself back there. And gets the snap, and now he's going to run it himself to the left side, meets Aces, and Blake Kite grabs him first.
No good.
And denies him the goal line, and so another conversion by Mater Dei is coming up Snake Eyes. Well, let's take a look now at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It is Mater Dei 12, Mount Carmel 7, back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're not-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CalQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CalQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today.
Go Aces!
Well, the smoke that's wafting across the field is clouding in front of the grandstand here at Riverview Stadium. So many tents, so many people tailgating tonight for homecoming. Always glad to be here at the Snake Pit. Mater Dei has regained the lead. They lead the Aces 12-7 now. A lot of offense in the second half, following a lot of defense, second quarter, following a lot of defense in the first.
Well, it was a lightning fast-paced first quarter, a net total of 38 yards between the two teams in 1 quarter of play, and we've got 19 points collectively on the board here in the second quarter already with 5:56 to go.
Here comes the kick. It's another nubber that's headed towards Doug Motz. He picks it up on a bounce at the 23-25, heading to the middle of the field and finally stacked up at around the 30. They never did actually bring him down, but the officials whistled it at around the 31. So about an 8-yard return by Motz on the kick. Mount Carmel sets it up from there. 1st
and 10 Aces need to continue the sequence of tit for tat now that we're kind of back and forth in the scoring here in this ball game as Motz brings it back out. Similar place on the field to where we started last time. Actually, last possession started back inside the 20, I believe, before it cashed in for the Aces on the touchdown run. So let's keep this going. And remember, Mount Carmel will get the ball to start the second half this play as the flip of the coin went our way tonight for the first time this season.
The Aces go 2 by 2 on the receivers. Rager has Whittler to his right near the shotgun, and Rager gets the snap now. A little jump pass over the middle, looking for Whittler. Off his hands, he threw it low, incomplete.
A pass that Austin Rager would want back. It was set up to fake as a Rager run. They bite on the run, then he pulls back, jumps up, and throws, and just left that pass well short of its intended target. Incomplete, and that'll bring us up second down. The pass was there, receiver was open, just didn't connect.
It'll be second down, and Rager's almost throwing that pass downward by the time he's jumping it behind the line of scrimmage. So the Aces now come out with 5 in pattern, trips to the right and 2 receivers to the left. And here is Rager, tries to go to the left side and rung up and then dropped. Not much there.
Well, and again, that time kind of similar looking play where Rager wants to try to sell a fake of a run and then maybe dupe him into thinking he's going to go back and throw. And a good job. One of the guys from Mater Dei up on that front line has the assignment of spying the quarterback. Always be there no matter what's going on. And he was right there that time, able to bring him down for a loss of the play, a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
You got 5 receivers, no H-back, and you throw to the side where there are fewer receivers. It's pretty much the quarterback's play, and that time Mater Dei read it well. Now he calls, gets the snap out of the shotgun, quick swing pass right side, Stipp on the catch, darts trying to get between 2 and dives his way for some progress to around the 35.
Yeah, so just not a lot of room there for Stipp to work with after the ball gets out there to him. Does get a few yards of progress downfield, but it's going to be 4th and very long still to go for the Aces. 4th and about 8 after about a 3-yard completion. That's it on the play to Stipp. And the Aces will have to punt the ball away and set up Mater Dei with pretty good field position here, barring a big roll on this punt from Braden Stipp.
Jasper deep for the Knights at around the 35. Stipp's kick is high and headed that way, and he comes in and calls a fair catch at around the 39. So that kick is 27 yards, no return.
Signaled the fair catch late. I think Mater Dei wanted to say that contact was made there by an Aces defender, but the fair catch signal was not very obvious, and it was very late. The officials don't flag Mount Carmel for making contact with the receiver of that fair catch that time. So Mater Dei set up at their own 39-yard line. Aces, again, relying on the defense. They need to stop.
4:25 to go here in the second period. Mater Dei leads 12-7. The Knights go left to right here.
Scott, the Aces defense has been on this field a lot already here in this first half, and hopefully fatigue not setting in just yet.
Trips to the right side, high snap to Francis, keeps it, and now plows over the middle.
Ball's
It drops
loose.
the football, it's loose. Scramble ensues. Who's got it? Mater Dei thinks they do.
They do.
Yep. And they will fall on it outside the 45 or the 46-yard line. So after all of that, a gain of about 7 on the play. Second down.
Yeah, unfortunate that time, Mater Dei fumbles the football, but they do recover it. It may have been the quarterback who recovered that football. Tough to see from up here, but very lucky, Mater Dei that time, and now they need to, Mount Carmel again, need to try to force another way to get that ball back.
Trips to the right side, receiver left, and the shotgun is Francis. And
Jasper.
I'm doing it again. As Jasper, 6'4", running back Toley's to his right, and he instead hits the receiver out of the backfield, swing pass, dropped, flag down on the play, kite on the stop along for the Aces, but and Johnson on the catch, but what do they call?
There's going to be a hit of a defenseless player, and that's going to be a huge personal foul on Mater Dei. They upchucked one of our players down the field.
Personal foul, offense.
So a personal foul for a big hit. It's one of those things that the officials, I think, this year, Scott, are keying on. You can't hit a defenseless player, and we had a player flying to the football that time that was just upchucked, and now the official really having words with Mater Dei. Their coaching staff not happy with that penalty, and so the officials marking the ball off the wrong direction. So they'll have to re-spot at the 42 and then mark it off 15 yards. So the pass completion good. Who caught that football? Was it our good guy, Napa Venice, maybe?
No, it was number 10, actually.
10, that's Foppe making the catch. So gets about 2 yards on forward progress, and then the penalty added to boot on a big personal foul penalty there against Mater Dei. That's their second such penalty tonight. Personal foul added to the end. So now the Knights set up 2nd and 16.
And the swing pass to Tully goes nowhere. He's immediately grabbed by the Aces, by Aiden Gill. As soon as he got the ball, Gill was in his grill back at the 19. Another loss.
So going the wrong way here is Mater Dei.
And now it'll be third and very long. They have to go to the 39. They're at the 19. So they have to go to the 49. So 3rd and 30 now for the Knights. We're down to 2:52 to go in the first half. Big play here from Mount Carmel's defense. Here's the quarterback in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Has time, sets, fires over the middle, passes, caught and deflected, and it's eventually incomplete. Maybe the tackle by Thacker had something to do with it, but the ball was actually jarred and then dropped by the receiver. And the intended receiver that time was Parker Johnson. But incomplete, 4th down, and now we know Mater Dei will give it up.
Yeah, so 4th down and forever. And again, Mater Dei is really taking themselves out of the play here, or the penalty department. 2 huge personal foul penalties on this drive. And again, going the wrong direction, the Knights.
Braden step drops to midfield. 4th down. And here is the kick. More of a line drive kick, another punter. Bounces at the 41 to the 45, continues to roll out of bounds. Well, not even out of bounds, at the 45-yard line. That is a kick of 36 yards, and on the kick that time was Logan Johnson. Mount Carmel, though, still gets a good start. We've got 2:29 to go in the first half. Mount Carmel trails 12-7. They will get the football right at the 50, or 45, I should say. The 45 of the Aces. So 55 yards away from a go-ahead touchdown.
2:29 to get it in, and remember, this is one of those key spots in the game where we've really had our issues through the young part of the season. A chance to put points on the board before the half and then get the ball to start the second half of play. Need to convert, need to score right here.
Here is Rager in the shotgun. Trips to the left side. He's going to keep it himself, go to the right side. He's met by a lineman and falls forward. Flag down the play late. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the penalty is. It's on Mount Carmel. Yeah.
Coming back.
Holding.
Yep. And it's the flag lays behind the line of scrimmage, so it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul on a hold.
I wonder what those officials do to practice. There you go. Yep. I wonder what they do to practice on plays like this. Do they play bags? You know, they throw the bags at a cornhole. Yeah, do they play cornhole so they can get good at throwing the bags at a target?
Right.
Otherwise, you never know how they're throwing.
Yeah, so it ends up ultimately being a huge walk-off on the penalty with the hold, and we'll set that ball back all the way to the 31-yard line, so it's 1st and 24 after that penalty.
And here's Rager back to do some throwing. Fires a high lofting pass to the right side, and it's over the head of Thacker, incomplete. At around the 45 of Mater Dei, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, just too much under that one right there for Rager. Could not allow his receiver to run up and make the play on that ball. And now, again, penalties becoming a big deal here. The Aces now in a big penalty situation with that holding penalty forcing us into a now 2nd and forever. And the clock becoming a factor, too.
Down to 2:17. Aces send 2 receivers to the left, Padberg and Gould, 2 to the right. So they're split, and we have Ballard, the H-back. And here is the quarterback, Rager, and a flag down. He's going nowhere.
And we'll see what this penalty would be. It's in the middle of the line, which would indicate usually a hold on somebody. We'll await word here on this one. The flag is going to be another hold against Mount Carmel. Wow.
So it's declined as Mater Dei takes the play. And by the way, that was Bryson Phelps in at H-back. Ballard, of course, shaken up earlier tonight. And Phelps in there at that slot. So 2nd down, 2:10 to go, and the clock starts to run again. 3rd and 24 for the Aces. Play clock down to 15. Coming in with the play now. We're going to have to get going a little bit. Play clock at 8-7. Team comes up to the line, and it looks like receivers 2 by 2. Here is Rager. Shot clock at a play clock at 1. He didn't get it all. And did we call timeout?
Flag down. Mater Dei may have jumped.
Oh, my.
We were clapping over here, at least at the receiver spot. Let's see. And now the Mater Dei people are clapping.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
So we got a little jumpy with the clock winding down to 0, and somebody jumped somewhere.
Well, it is, Scott, it is going to be 3rd and close to 40.
Yeah.
30 here for the Aces. Goodness.
The down marker is in a different zip code. That's how much this is. 3rd down and 27 for the record. 1:46 to go in the half. The officials getting some things ironed out. As a word for a lineman for Mater Dei, defensive lineman. But meanwhile, Rager now will set up. Aces 2 by 2, and the receivers are now. The clock is stopped again. Timeout called by the Aces. We'll take it 2. Brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 1:44 left in the half. Mater Dei leads 12-7. Time for a 30-second break. It's your home for the Aces.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
Beautiful Riverview Stadium, the site, homecoming 2017, and Mount Carmel has a long way to go in a short amount of time. 1:44 left, and the Aces face a 3rd and 27 from their own 28-yard line.
We'll have scores and a recap of the statistics of this first half coming up here at halftime, and also all of the homecoming festivities as the homecoming queen will be crowned to reign over the remainder of the homecoming weekend. That announcement coming up here at halftime.
All a part of the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. Well, now Bryson Phelps is going to be the running back right next to Rager. who is in the shotgun. Receivers again 2 by 2, 72 yards away from a go-ahead touchdown.
27 from a first down.
And here is Rager. He's going to run it and steps out of one tackle. Now gets in the way with the official again. And 3 or 4 Mater Knights can converge on him at around the 31-yard line, so not much on that play, about 3.
Now they stopped the clock again, so is there a flag on the play or was there a timeout? Something has happened, and
here we
we're
go.
going to hear from...
I don't know. What he pointed at Mater Dei.
Yeah, so...
Did they call the timeout? Well, maybe. They're going to the sideline.
They must have called the timeout. Okay. That's what it was.
Because it'll be 4th down. 1:36 to go. Again, timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. We'll take another 30 with Mount Carmel trailing Mater Dei 12-7. It's your home for the Aces.
News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first. First on the scene.
Hi, Scott Allen here at March Madness in Peoria.
With the latest information.
The best finish in 90 years for Mount Carmel basketball, second place in Class 2A. Kyle Peach from Peoria for News Channel 15.
On air, online, on Facebook. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Next week, we're on the road. We go to Hatchet Hollow in Washington for Big 8 Conference football. And then back here in 2 weeks for Big Bad Jasper.
And there's a big game, a big game in the Big 8 tonight. Jasper and Vincennes. Many say that's the conference championship game being played tonight in that one. We'll have to check the score for you on that one here in just a bit.
So the Aces have stepped back in punt formation. Remember, he faked earlier, but this is an awful big 4th down. Too much distance to cover, and he is going to get the kick away. Kind of low, but it should take a nice bounce and does, favoring the Aces from the 47 to the 42. Picked up there. Return man to the left side. Aces swarm under him. Back at really where the ball hit initially. So about a 5-yard return. Mater Dei has it at their own 47 with 1:25 to go in the half.
Well, and interesting, Scott, too, with a 26-yard punt that time. Even the distance of the punt, if you add the return to it, still didn't get to where Mount Carmel had to get a first down that time.
So the Knights have it with, and we'll see how they elect to play it here. They've got the lead. They have Riverboat Gambler blood. Let's just see if they're going to go for more points.
From
Might
this
as well
position,
go for it, huh?
From this position on the field, having not scored in 2 previous weeks and only 1 score on the board here, got to take your shot.
Not enough. They scored lately. High snap. Quarterback keeps, shakes one tackle, now another. Finally, Aces close on him. Luckily, couldn't get a full head of steam up before the stop was finally made by the quarterback. And Peterson on the stop, gain of about 4 or 5, second down. Clock running, 1:06 to go.
I think Mater Dei still has a timeout to go here as well if they need it, now to the 1:02 mark.
Jasper ran the ball a minute ago. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 setbacks with the quarterback in the middle. Now Jasper backs up, throws long down the right side. Pass is caught at the 20. Now he breaks from a tackle and gets down near the goal line. Oh, my. Garrett Foppe did enough to catch the ball, and he shook the Aces, who missed and got down near the goal line.
Yeah, just outside the 5, it looks like. Stop the clock with 47 seconds left to move the chains. That's the play of the night for Mater Dei right there. Down inside the 5, just outside that mark, actually at the 6. 42 yards on the play.
And 47 seconds to go. And we've got they've just now started the clock. Meanwhile, Mater Dei already lined up, ready to go. First and goal. Quarterback hands it off. Tolle is now repelled. Bryson Phelps on the initial, drags him backwards. And let's see if Mater Dei uses a timeout.
Yes. Timeout there.
So timeout called by the Knights, down to 35 seconds to go. The ball back at the 6-yard line. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Let's take a 30. It's your home for the Aces.
A strong business is backed by strong connections. New Wave Business provides world-class internet, telephone, and TV services that connect you to customers around the corner or around the world. With package internet speeds of up to 100 meg and dedicated fiber-based solutions up to 10 gig. New Wave can keep your operation running at the speed of business. Add phone to your internet bundle for as little as $29.99 a month. Call, browse, or email New Wave Business today.
Well, Mater Dei, just like that, one long pass, and they're knocking at the door, but Phelps pushed him back a little bit. So they are still 9 yards away from the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal from there, but we're down to 35 seconds to go. No timeouts left, Kyle?
No timeouts now. I think they've used their last one. Here's that score update in that Big 8 game. Vincennes in the fourth quarter leads Jasper 33-20. More scores coming up at halftime. Hopefully, no more scoring here in the first half for Mater Dei.
That score really doesn't surprise me either.
No, not me either.
We'll talk about it more at halftime. Here, meanwhile, is the quarterback in the shotgun, Jasper. And he's going to throw. Has time. Lobs it high. Pass caught by Napa-Venice. But the Aces are right on him and deny him anything. As Montz is in there. And also, who's that? Step or Blake Kite?
Well, and then
no, it was Peterson.
And made a liar out of me. There is the final timeout of Mater Dei. Beg your pardon. So now they have called their final timeout. And we have to await word on where that ball is officially spotted.
Yeah.
So the pass completed for a loss of a yard to Zach Napa-Fenice. So it's 3rd and goal from the 10.
So they're going backwards at the wrong time. Well, this would be a big touchdown for the Knights. You know, we talk about the Big 8, and I think the move that the Owls has made to push Toole to quarterback is paying huge dividends for the Owls. I mean, he may be the player of the year in the Big 8. I think we'll end up writing that maybe at the end of the year. And Hardeman still is everybody's favorite from Princeton. But this move of Toole has really turned out big for Vincennes as they've got a big lead on Jasper now.
And here's a surprise score, I would think. Washington playing Mount Vernon at halftime. The Hatchets with a 24-7 lead over Mount Vernon.
Well, Washington's been a little puzzling at times. They've got so many seniors up there. Sometimes they're playing, sometimes they're not. But they're a puzzle, and we've got to go figure it out next week. Here the Mater Dei Knights are, and Toole's going to, Jasper's showing for the end zone, wide open. And for the touchdown is Garrett Foppe. He just cruised underneath that ball in the far corner of the end zone, and Jasper just threw a 9-yard touchdown play, and Mater Dei's lead is now 18-7.
Well, Scott, and I there's just no other way to describe it right now, but that was terrible pass defense. We got turned around, spun around, and there was not a defender within 10 yards. There wasn't a defender in the end zone with a receiver who caught that football in the end zone. It's just unbelievable. Got to get turned around, got to know the ball's coming your way and be ready. And we were not that time, and now Mater Dei wants to try to add to the lead here.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2. They're way behind on their point after calculations now, and so we'll see. Oh, nice reverse. Tolley hands it back, and there's Napa-Venice trying to get it flagged down.
Yep.
And he did get across the goal line, but let's see what the call is on the 2-point conversion run.
Coming back.
Well, it's just going to be no good, right?
Well,
and
I think
here
you're
comes
right.
the call.
Maybe.
I think.
Maybe.
Holding, number 12, White.
That would be Mater Dei.
I think they'll back it up and let him retry, right, or not? I think so. I don't think you can not let him try.
Oh, yeah,
right?
on this. You're right. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. But they will be further back. A 10-yard walk-off, right? Takes it back to the 13-yard line. And we have 22 seconds left in the half. Nice touchdown pass. But really, and you were talking about wide open receivers.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. We'll retry.
Yeah. We've had, there have been those crossing patterns. There's been 3 or 4 Mater Dei receivers who have been just so open.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who we've assigned to them, but so they've had some open guys all night. They've done their homework on the Aces and found our holes, and they've exploited them tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's going to be a 2-point conversion try here from 13 yards out after that penalty. And now we're going to stop play for a Mount Carmel timeout.
So the Aces call the timeout as they've got one to use. So if we could keep this an 11-point game, there's a chance. So let's. We want to take a 30. Or you want to keep it here? We're down to 22 seconds to go. And we're going to get a break right after this play.
Sure, we'll just keep it here. How about some more scores around the Big 8 Conference? We already told you that Washington had a lead at halftime over Mount Vernon. In Illinois play, Fairfield leading Hamilton County tonight at the half, 32-0. Other scores, it's Gibson Southern leading Princeton, no surprise there, at the half, 37-0 in that inter-county rivalry there. And Boonville leading Tell City at the half, 28-0. That's a look around the other Big 8 scores here tonight.
All right, so Mater Dei will try it again, albeit 10 yards further back. This is a 2-point conversion try from the 13-yard line. And the quarterback is Jasper. High snap, pump fake. Now he does throw off to the right for the corner. Leaping over there as the receiver, and he got it. Just a good leap by Napa Venice over Mount Carmel's defenders in the corner of the end zone, and that is a complete 2-point conversion. So let's take a look at that scoreboard now, brought to you by Jade Investments Advisor Tim Phillips. And it reads, Mater Dei 20, Mount Carmel 7, back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Well, the Mater Dei fans that are here down below us singing the school fight song, the Knights have a big lead now. It's 20-7 with 22 seconds to go in the first half of play here at the Snake Pit. Quiet crowd tonight for Mount Carmel.
Big crowd, but quiet.
Yep. Homecoming 2017. Mater Dei kicker trying to position the ball. Must be just enough wind.
Goodness.
To be causing trouble. Doesn't feel that bad in the press box. But
a world's worth of trouble out there trying to get that ball to stay on the tee.
I mean, both kickers have struggled with it. And the kicker goes right back and runs back so he can hurry up and get to the ball. There's the kick, another squibber down the field, and bounces right to the Aces return man, though. Step at around the 15.
Uh-oh.
And now he's got some running room to the 40, 45, 50, down the left sidelines, cuts it back to the middle, still going to the 40, 35, 30, to the right side. It's a foot race. He might make it to the end zone. Wow! Braden Stipp, touchdown!
Wow!
What a stunner! 3 seconds to go. One side of the field to the other. How about that?
They try to squib it down the middle of the field. In fact, they, I think, switched kickers. Nolan Petker comes out to kick that squibber down the middle of the field. Stipp ends up with it. Where did he start that run from? Around the 30 and takes it all the way 70 yards to the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, did we need that.
Holy mackerel. Well, that could save the night for the Aces as we come back later on. Suddenly now it's 20-13. Still 3 seconds to go. What a run by Braden Stipp. A punt return for a touchdown. Aiden Gill will now hold for Stipp. He'll try to deliver the point after. He's been very good percentage-wise at this year. Here comes the snap. Ball down, the kick away, and it is right through the uprights. Lightning has struck at the stadium.
82 yards officially on that run back.
A humongous return by Stipp. And here's a look at your scoreboard, brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips. It's now Mater Dei 20, Mount Carmel 14, back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
At New Wave, we're proud to call the communities we serve our home. Our customers tell us having a local office is important to them. That's why we maintain dozens of local offices and employ over 500 skilled employees, all focused on delivering the best customer experience. We don't just connect communities, we connect to our communities, helping support the schools, organizations, and events that support all of us. Thank you for choosing New Wave Communications, your local provider of internet, TV, and phone.
Well, Braden Stipp just came out for football this year, and he continues to make a name for himself. That was one of his biggest contributions there, and at the perfect time, we needed that, an 82-yard punt return for a touchdown.
And now, barring a tit-for-tat return with 3 seconds left here in the first half, the Aces will get the ball in the second half to start the play, just down a score, and that extra point they missed earlier still looming large. It's just a 6-point deficit.
That play, by the way, took 19 seconds, as you may remember. And now the Aces kick away. Stipp's going to kick it out of bounds.
Stays in bounds, and then it finally rolled out.
Rolled out near the goal line, but it's still out of bounds then. So, but, you know, over the years, coaches have taken so many different attitudes toward kickoffs. Even the ones that I've worked with, Larry Davis hated them, would prefer to kick short and give the other team the ball at the 40. He could trust the defense. So that's that way they didn't get a kickoff return. So there's something to be said for for doing that.
Well, the one thing that to counterpoint that is if they're greedy, if they've got a trick play beyond all trick plays, why not throw the ball long, lateral, and get goofy here with 3 seconds to go? I'd much rather see him try to run the ball back and run the clock out.
Well, we'll see what they're going to do here. They have the ball at the 35, and the quarterback drops well back as he just playing safety valve, and they're going to take a snap at center at the line of scrimmage. So they elect to play it safe, and we've reached halftime. A little lightning at the end gets Mount Carmel back into the game. The Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard on homecoming night reads Modern Day 20, Mount Carmel 14. Back with a halftime show in 2 minutes at your home for the Aces. Wow.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
At New Wave, we're proud to call the communities we serve our home. Our customers tell us having a local office is important to them. That's why we maintain dozens of local offices and employ over 500 skilled employees, all focused on delivering the best customer experience. We don't just connect communities, we connect to our communities, helping support the schools, organizations, and events that support all of us. Thank you for choosing New Wave Communications, your local provider of internet, TV, and phone.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college!
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Escorted by Braden Peterson, son of Chad.
It's time for the homecoming coronation. We'll tune in to the announcement.
Your junior attendant is Molly Dardine, daughter of Hot Dog and Karen Dardine. Escorted by John West, son of Scott and Dana West. Your senior attendants and queen candidates are Kaylee Fisher, daughter of Scott and April Fisher, escorted by Stone Papperg, son of Stephen and Megan Papperg. Your next senior attendant is Hannah Wilson, daughter of Michael and Christy Wilson, escorted by Blake Golden, son of Dan and Jody Golden. Your last senior attendant is Olivia York, daughter of Jason and Kendra York, escorted by Dawson Brown, son of Chris Brown. Your homecoming queen is Kaylee Fisher.
So, congratulations to Kaylee Fisher, our homecoming queen for 2017. Here at Mount Carmel High School. Pictures taking. The band will be here. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, it's your scoring summary for the first half of this one. Haley Fisher, your homecoming queen for 2017. Back in 2 minutes at your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
Lee here with LIP Motorsports in Mount Carmel. Not only do we sell and detail cars, but we also have a full-service upholstery shop. We do everything from full vehicle interior makeovers, including headliners and seats, to living room and lawn furniture, as well as your ATV, motorcycle, or tractor seats, and your biggest summer toys, boats. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, so come by 830 Poplar Street, Mount Carmel, or call us at 618-262-5436 for an appointment or estimate.
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page.
Welcome back to Riverview Stadium on Homecoming Night 2017. It's time now for the Keepers Funeral Home halftime report. Mater Dei leads Mount Carmel at intermission 20-14. You've heard Kaylee Fisher crowned as homecoming queen. She'll reign supreme over the rest of the weekend. The Mount Carmel Marching Aces out there with their props scattered around the field doing their halftime performance before a big crowd here at the Snake Pit. They're in from all over the country here for the big homecoming weekend. Lots of reunions tomorrow, lots of music. Tomorrow morning, tours of the high school, and of course there's been some changes for a lot of people outside of town with it now being a junior-senior high school at the top of the hill above Riverview Stadium. So people will be interested to see what changes have been made in the design of this school. And of course there's a golf scramble tomorrow. There's the dances tomorrow night as well, too. So thank you for joining us. Well, what a finish to the half of the 82-yard kickoff return by, of all people, and it's a newcomer to football, to the program, really, and making his name, as we've talked about before. It's Braden Stipp. He's in on so much here. He helps so much. He's the kicker. He's the punt return man, kickoff return man. He's been a wingback. He's receiver, you name it. Braden Stipp is a part of everything, and that was a great play, and so needed for Mount Carmel. We had fallen behind 28-7, and suddenly we needed this lightning that he delivered in the form of an 82-yard touchdown, and still with 3 seconds left in the half. Let's run down the scoring. There was none of it in the first period. All 5 touchdowns came in the second period. A lot of defense, a lot of punts in the first frame. Finally, Mater Dei got on the board first. Napa Venice caught a 56-yard touchdown pass from the QB. The quarterback, the junior, Travis Jasper. Napa Venice is just a sophomore, 5'10", 168. He scored with 11:49 to go in the second period. Only the second pass he's caught all year, Napa Venice, and it went for a touchdown. And Mater Dei led 6-0. They did not come up with the conversion on the point after. The Aces then got on the board. A 36-yard pass from Austin Rager to Braden Stipp, and on the first score as well, Stipp was. And the Aces had countered, and that was the big play on the scoring drive that Stipp finished. With 10:27 to go in the second period, and the Aces then took the lead 7-6. Mater Dei, though, regained the lead and took a lead that they have to this time, 5:56 to go in the second period. The quarterback, Jasper, a 13-yard run. They miss again on a 2-point conversion run, and it's 12-7. At the time, a huge play, and it really may still stand to be, but the big play of the half was the Jasper to Foppe, 10-yard pass in the corner of the end zone with 22 seconds to go in the second period. Then Napa Venice, they found him in the corner of the end zone for a 2-point conversion. And with time running out in the half, it was 20-14. Well, that led to the kickoff that Stipp gathered and got to the middle of the field, shook off a couple of would-be tackles, and changed direction a couple times. A play that encompassed 19 seconds from the Mater Dei touchdown at 22 to the Aces score at 03. And then the kick from Stipp was good. Mount Carmel was back in this thing, 20-14 at halftime. That's a scoring summary.
Here's a look at your stats for this first half. Mount Carmel 105 total yards of offense. Mater Dei at 196. Passing, the Aces, Austin Rager, 2 of 8 for 39 yards with 1 interception. Mater Dei has thrown 11 of 14 completions with their backup quarterback starting tonight in the form of Travis Jasper. 11 of 14 for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing has been lean tonight. The Aces 16 carries, 66 yards. Mater Dei 18 carries for 49 yards. So both teams having more success through the air on the night. Again, running the ball, Austin Rager, 12 carries for 43 yards. Braden Stipp converted on that 4th down fake punt for 1 carry, 20 yards. Jacob Thacker, 1 for 3, and Zach Whitler, 2 carries for a net 0 yards. For Mater Dei, rushing the football, it has been the quarterback, Travis Jasper, 9 carries, 35 yards, and a touchdown. Zach Napa-Fenice, a carry for 12, and Justin Tolley, 8 carries for a net 2 yards on the night. And that's how the stats shake out here in this first half of play. Before we go much further, let me run through the scores here tonight from around the region once again. In the fourth quarter, the Big 8 conference game tonight, pitting Jasper against Vincennes, the battle essentially for the conference championship, at least here in week 4, week 5 of the Indiana season. And Vincennes holds a lead in the fourth quarter, 33-20 in Jasper tonight. Meanwhile, it is Washington in the third quarter on top of Mount Vernon. That may be the biggest surprise score in the league tonight. 38-13, Washington leading Mount Vernon in the third. Boonville blanking Tell City at halftime, 28-0. Gibson Southern blanking Princeton in the third quarter, big, 37-0 in that inter-county rivalry. And on the Illinois side of the river, El Dorado leading Carmi 32-6 in the fourth quarter. Fairfield leading Hamilton County 32-0 at halftime. Marshall leading Olney in a good game in the third quarter in the Little Illini, 15-14. Edwards County at halftime looking for their third win of the year? Second win of the year. They're going to get it. They lead CZR 42-0 at halftime.
Oh, my. Running clock in the second half there. Huh?
And here's the other big game of note tonight. A shocking score for some as Newton, who is state-ranked honorable mention in the latest AP 3A football poll, well, they trail Red Hill, unranked in single A. Red Hill 30, Newton 24 in the third quarter.
All right, how about those Salukis, huh?
There you go.
Our first edition of Sports Extra, our latest edition of Sports Extra, our first top 10 poll came out.
Yes.
And we had Red Hill on top of that poll. After using all the calculations and everything that we have, we picked Red Hill. Top, so far holding
number
up.
1 over Newton, number 2, and looking like over Fairfield, number 2.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Well, how about that Billy Gray's team making some move? And, Newton's got the name. They were 11-1 last year, and they're starting to pick up some support in the statewide polls. But Red Hill, I'm not really surprised. So we'll see if they can hang on to that win. Second half ahead, and of course, Newton is that poised postseason team that they've been lately. There's a lot of game left there, but
no doubt.
So far, so good for the undefeated Red Hill Salukis.
How about Edwards County? Got to get a win, 42-0. They lead CZR.
And they've had a tough schedule the last couple of weeks after winning on opening night, so they're looking to get back on track, and it sounds like they are definitely headed there. It's going to be a short second half for the Lions, and
no doubt
for the Bearcats for that matter too. We've got a good crowd on in here tonight. It's a lot better feeling now in camp with Stipp's explosion at the end of the half. No doubt about that. You're listening to the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report, and we'll take a 2-minute break and be right back at your home for the Aces.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
Carl Richland Memorial Hospital in Olney is proud to introduce their new full-time cardiology clinic with board-certified cardiologist Dr. Prim Guy. Residents of southeastern Illinois now have local access to a complete range of state-of-the-art, non-invasive cardiology services, all right here, close to home. To learn more, give us a call. We're just a heartbeat away.
Mount Carmel Stabilization Group wishes all our area teams good luck. The team at Mount Carmel Stabilization Group is the leading soil stabilization contractor in North America. Based right here in Southern Illinois, Mount Carmel Stabilization's reputation for quality and customer satisfaction is over 60 years strong and is at the core of what we do. For more about the experience and quality Mount Carmel Stabilization Group provides, visit mtcsg.com or call 618-262-5118. Mount Carmel Stabilization Group, proud to support our community.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're not-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CAFQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CAFQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today.
Go Aces!
Back here at Riverview Stadium, homecoming night, Mount Carmel scored just before the half and has pulled it in 6. Modern Day leads 20-14, and Kyle Peach has been checking out scores.
Well, at 8:59, we have a final.
What?
In McLeansboro, Fairfield beating Hamilton County 40-0, so I'm assuming they hit running clock really early in the third quarter, and they have since closed the gates there. Hamilton County falls to Fairfield tonight, 40-0, the final score there, and we'll continue to keep you updated on the other scores from around the area. And a little technology news, huh?
So tell me what's going on here before the end of the halftime. We've got, and folks, you're not going to believe this. This is earth-shattering, this news that Kyle's got for you.
Well, earth-shattering or something like that. But if you're here at the stadium tonight, and I'm not sure how far geographically they have this set up because that's something you can do on Snapchat, but students here have created a filter for homecoming. And so you set that up on Snapchat. If you've got your location turned on your cell phone, so that's the first step.
Which I think I
do.
do.
So it senses where you're at. If you're within the vicinity that they've set it up for from Mount Carmel High School, and maybe it's citywide, I don't know. It kind of depends on how they set it up. But if you're in Mount Carmel or at least within striking distance of Riverview Stadium tonight, take a picture and then swipe left or right through your filters that you can place on your Snapchat photo, and you'll find a special MCHS Homecoming Snapchat filter. Good today and maybe tomorrow only that you can use. And let people know that you're hanging out at Homecoming 2017, thanks to the kiddos at Mount Carmel High School for setting up that Snapchat filter option tonight.
Well, I've used Snapchat, but I didn't know how to filter. And you just keep swiping away left or right. Do you know which one? Is it some models are left and some phones are right?
I think it's one way, but I think it is left. I just did it a second ago, and I'm going to second guess myself.
And you've got the same phone sort of I do, right?
Right, so you take the photo.
Okay.
The location turned on.
Let's do live Snapchat right here on the air. Okay.
Right, okay. So you take your photo out, your phone out.
Hang on, I don't have it reset up here.
Okay. Well, I knew that this going
the
live
game
thing with this would never go well,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
But here, I'm going to take my photo of you.
Okay, now I'm going to take my photo of you.
Okay, here we go. And there you go. Got it. I'll smile for you.
You were smiling.
Okay, and then you swipe left.
Left.
Twice for me.
Oh, I've got Mount Carmel there, but now I've got a smiling face, and now I got 9:02 p.m.
Yeah, keep swiping.
Oh, my land. Really?
Keep
I'm
swiping.
Going through different color schemes here. Well, is that it? Nope, that's another Mount Carmel logo.
No, you don't have it yet.
I don't
know why you don't have it. Is your location turned on your phone?
I don't know.
Maybe not. But anyway, you keep swiping, and eventually
the Russians seem to know where I'm at.
Right. I know. You end up swiping, and you get to the right filter, and it says on it, MCHS Homecoming, September 15th, 2017, has musical notes and a little football and the word homecoming in maroon and gold.
Okay, well.
It's just that simple.
Okay, well, I'll maybe get it figured out by the end of the weekend. Hey, that was the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report and a little live technology update there for you. Well, we're set for the second half now, just as we advertised. Now, Carmel will get the ball first here to start the second half. Coming off the excitement of the Braden Stipp kickoff return that covered 82 yards. It's 20-14, Mater Dei. Here comes the Knights with the kick. And it bounces off a Mount Carmel player, and they got it. We had a player at the 50, but it bounced off his knee pad and then right back to Mater Dei. So we just lost the advantage of having the second half kick.
So the score right before halftime, not quite as big now. Isaac Wilson was up front. It bounded off of him. The kick went the required yardage. And Mater Dei recovers that onside kick up at the 49-yard line of the Aces. So we still have yet to start the second half of the game with the football, even when we're supposed to have it. But Mater Dei falls on it. They recover it, and they'll have the football.
Knights go left to right. Here is Jasper. We're off the left side on the keeper, and he's run down by the Aces. I think that's Whitler from the defensive secondary. Inside the 41 to the 40-yard line, so a gain of about 9 on the play.
Yeah, good solid pickup by Travis on first down, and you gotta understand how kind of a knock you down kind of play that was. You're set to come out with offense, and then all of a sudden you don't have the ball, and your defense is sprung into action.
Another high snap. This time Phelps. Oh, he escapes Phelps in the backfield and gets back to the line. That's about the best the quarterback from Mater Dei can do.
Maybe a loss of a little bit on the play. Gets back to around the 41-yard line. So a loss of 2, we'll call it back to the 42. But again, Mater Dei has had some trouble with snapping the football tonight. And most of the time when it's been high, if the quarterback's corralled it, he's slowed up enough on the play, the Aces can get to him. Third down and short. Let's try to make quick work of this opening drive set up by the onside kick by Mater Dei.
Trips to the left side, a receiver to the far side right. Quarterback in the shotgun is running back to his left, and he takes the snap. The QB gets a pass off over the middle, looking for the receiver who catches it over the middle at the 35-yard line. And I got a word nothing up.
That's
Napa Venice. Yeah, there we go. I don't have my notes here anymore. Napa Venice with a catch, and it's a first down. Thacker on the stop.
Yeah, makes the stop, and you know, it's one of those things. Do you let the receiver catch the ball and bring him down, or do you try to let him not catch the football? And this time we let him catch it, bring it down, first down, 15 yards downfield.
And your quarterback fakes, now runs to the right, and he now delivers the pass at the last minute, and it is incomplete.
The officials looking for if there will be a penalty for throwing it away, and there will not be that time. Just got outside the pocket, threw it away, lives to fight on another day. It's incomplete. And it'll be second down and 10.
So the Knights surprised the Aces. Remember, Mount Carmel had a first down in the first half. A little surprise trickery from Stipp, who ran out of the punt formation and picked up a first down. Well, the Knights return the favor, recovering the onside kick. A minute and a half now into the third period. Quarterback is Francis. Tolley is not in the backfield here.
Jasper is the quarterback.
Jasper and Tolley not in the backfield. And there's almost a lost ball. That was off his hip. He picked it up. Running back goes to the right side. That was not a crisp handoff in any way.
Little delay, as you're right. It's 36 that time on the carry for Mater Dei. That's Harrison Mont, a freshman, on the run. Haven't called his name tonight, and a little surprised to see that move.
Tolley's on the.
Wasn't Tolley, was it?
No, but Tolley's over on the sidelines.
Harrison Mont on the run that time. He's still on the field as Tolley remains on the sideline. And do we have a penalty added to this as well?
And it's on Mater Dei, and back to the 34. They march the football. Big walk-off.
I missed the call on the penalty, but it's a walk-off back to the 34-yard line.
So loss of about 10 makes it second and 19 now. And the Knights send trips to the right, one to the left. Quarterback Takes the snap, pulls it back, has time to throw, fires over the right side, passes off, and picked up by Stipp. An interception by the Aces on a ball tipped up in the air. Stipp runs to the middle of the field and is dragged down at about the 30-yard line. Braden Stipp with a pick off, and the Aces have the football, and back and forth these two go.
Well, and have a night, Braden Stipp. A kickoff return for a touchdown, and now an interception. Takes it from around the 15-yard line all the way back to around the 33-yard line, and just a nice open field interception made by Braden Stipp.
So the Aces do end up with the football. They'll go right to left. Line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. And Rager's in the shotgun. And he hands it off to Blake Kite, who powers his way to the right side. On a block by Donnells on the front line, and Kite got, give him a yard or so, second down.
Not much there that time. Maybe no gain, maybe just that half a yard or so you're talking about. But the Aces have found the ground game going rough tonight. The bulk of the yards have come through the air, and the defense comes up big and kind of negates that onside kick recovery. Now kind of all right with the world. Aces have the football back, needing a score to tie.
One receiver to the left, two to the right. This time Rager pulls it from Kite, keeps it himself, and is stacked up over the right side and around the 35-yard line. So not much again. And it'll be third down and long, third and about 8.
Well, interesting, isn't it, how this game has been tonight? Neither team could do anything on offense in the first quarter. The second quarter, we saw 34 points put on the board between the two teams, including 2 scores in the last 22 seconds of the frame. And now here in the third quarter, each team has had the ball once, and nobody's moving the ball again.
Now the Aces send 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. It's Patberg and Gould over here on the stadium side. And here is Rager's going to throw a little pop-up pass over the middle of Kite. He's got it. Forward progress. It's still going inside the modern-day 45 down to the 42. Nice pass play of around 23 yards.
And that time the jump pass works. Rager looked like he may have taken off to run the football. They didn't spy him that well. He jumps up behind the line of scrimmage, finds Kite for a big first down, a big third down conversion for the Aces inside modern-day territory up to the 41-yard line. A 24-yard pass play and a big first down.
Aces trying to get back ahead in this game. They led earlier. Now they go 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Thacker also a wide out to the right side, and I think we just called the timeout.
Yep, timeout Aces.
Timeout Aces brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 8:41 to go, third period. Modern Day leads, but Mount Carmel is on the march. We'll be back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave Internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
Back here at the stadium, Mount Carmel trails Modern Day, but they're on the march.
Yeah, they certainly are. The Aces with a big third down conversion, something that's kind of troubled us a bit this season, but a pass play over the middle from Austin Rager to Blake Kite, and the Aces in modern-day territory on a 1st and 10.
Now the Aces line up, trips to the right side. Quade Ballard back in the game, H-back left side, receiver to the left as well. That is Patberg. Now a man in motion, Stipp, and Rager keeps it himself. Tries to go to the right, now is forced out, and on the run to the far right side near the sidelines, and dives inside across the 35 to the 34.
Yeah, good run by Rager. Kind of found some room on that far side of the field. They'll unpile everybody over there. Looks like they'll spot Rager up at around the 33-yard line, short of the marker, but a second and short situation coming up. This is the type of down and distance where typically Mount Carmel tries to take a shot downfield. Let's see if the Aces hold true to form or just keep on driving and try to complete the first down. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Aces.
We struggled on the fly pattern routes last week, but then we threw a long ball to Whitler towards the end of the game against Princeton. And Rager's continuing to work on that. Now has trips to the left, the H-back that way, receiver to the right side, and Rager's looking left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's trying to run, getting outside. And is going to get brought down for a big loss of about 4 or 5 yards back at around the 37-yard line.
Well, and unfortunately, as we look to take that shot downfield, it backfired in the worst possible way in that your quarterback takes a big sack on the play inside the 35 back to the 36-yard line. So that did not end up well at all for Mount Carmel there, as they set it at the 36, and it now becomes a 3rd and 5 situation as opposed to that 2nd and short.
But 2 downs from here, I imagine, and Ballard, the H-back, lines it up to the left side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, short side, and here is Rager in the shotgun. Empty backfield otherwise, and a quick screen past a step. Running room to the right side, breaks free, may have a first down. Knocked out of bounds right on the marker at around the 30-yard line.
It'll be close enough that I think the Aces would look to go for it on 4th down. Have to see where they spot it as the chain gets restretched after the chain gang ran out of there to save face over on the sideline, depending on the spot. And they're going to bring the chains out to take a look. It's that close.
Well, they're not going to have to bring the chains very far. Like about, 2 feet?
Yeah.
It's right on the sideline over there.
Big final score, Scott, from Vincennes tonight. The Alice's knock off Jasper 33-20. They're in the big driver's seat of the conference standings right now.
Well, we've got to go up there this year to the park. Well, Vincennes
short,
is
by the way. Short on the measurement. 4th and a yard to get.
Vincennes is rolling there, no doubt about that. They lost a game to a Kentucky school, Lexington Catholic, in week 2. They must be good. Well, we are short, so they'll first of all bring the chains out to help mark the ball, and it will be at around the 31-yard line. That close to a first down. And let's see what the Aces elect to do. We've seen them bunch up on a goal line offense. They just bring everybody up, bring the horses in and bunch them up. Let's see, we're going to at least offer receivers here. 1 to the left, trips to the right. Ballard,
big play here.
H back to the right. He's close to the line. Rager in the shotgun. Hands it off. It gets a snap and runs it himself.
Yard.
And made it on a turn. Still going inside the 25. Down near the 20 before he's knocked out of bounds.
A couple of times already. This is the second time I remember this year I've seen Austin Rager take that ball and start to head toward the line out of the shotgun, and then he starts going sideways. I'm like, get the yard, get the yard. Found the seam to the outside, does get the yard and more, all the way up to the 23-yard line, ends up getting 9 on the play, and another big 3rd down conversion from Mount Carmel, the second one on this drive here tonight.
So now trips go to the short side of the field. A receiver over here to the right, that's Padberg, and the H-back is Ballard to the right. Here's Rager in the shotgun. Man in motion,
down.
step flag, stop the play. Stip didn't reach out like he was going to get that ball, so he didn't give away the play.
Procedure 61.
So he jumped off sides that time. Up front, costs us 5 yards and stifles the drive just a bit.
Down the left side of the line a little bit early. It'll take 5 yards away and from Mount Carmel's attack. We're now back to the 28-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 15. 6:41 to go, 3rd period. Mater Dei leads 20-14. Aces on the drive, though.
And again, you can't let the penalty slow you down. Just keep on doing what we've been doing. Look to convert. And it's 1st and long, but you've got probably 4 downs to this point to try to get this ball and get a first down.
H back to the left, trips to the right. Now Stip in motion, and they keep it. The quarterback does. Rager up the middle.
Flag
nice
down
running
again.
room, and another flag to the 15-yard line or so. Enough for the first down, but first things first.
Have to wait on the flag. Justin Akers, our referee here tonight. Looks like we're coming back. It's a preliminary indication of a hold, and the flags sit at around the 25-yard line. So looks to go back to around the 35. We're going the wrong way, partner.
Yeah.
Number 61 offense. 10-yard penalty from start of foul. Replay first down.
So the penalty on the Aces 61, that's Chris Shelby. And it's a big penalty that sets the ball back at the 36.
Shelby's the one that jumped earlier, too, so he's having a rough patch out there. He must have a tough assignment up front and trying to come up with ways to beat the system. It didn't work. Now 1st and 15. Actually, 1st and 23. Is that right? Yep. Line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line. Receiver split. Now Rager back to throw. Looking over the middle. Pass is to Step, and it's a flag down. He caught the ball, but it may be pass interference at around the 20-yard line.
Well, that's another penalty, and the receiver looked to get there a little too soon. And we'll have to wait and see just what will happen here. So the pass completion caught at the 23, and be interesting to see what the Aces elect to do with the penalty here. It was first and forever. And they've changed the rules so many times, darn it, I can't not remember for the life of me what you do on a pass interference penalty here.
You just move. It's just a yardage thing, I think, in high school. I don't think.
Do you get the ball from where the penalty took place, or do you add any yards to that? I honestly don't remember.
Well, it's usually thrown where the receivers, probably. Well, I don't know.
It's thrown where the interference takes place, and,
Okay,
and after a long discussion, here it comes.
Pass interference defense. Penalties accepted. 15 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. First down.
So a 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage.
So we must gain on this exchange, I'm assuming.
Well, it would be second down from the 23.
And that mark-off is from the 36, so that'll take it to the 21 and give us a new down, right? A new first down, or does it?
It'll be first down because that's where it was. So we'll take a 1st and 10 at the 21.
Yeah, there we go. So Aces still on the march now. 5:51 to go, third period. Mater Dei leads 20-14. Aces fell behind early, then had a lead. Mater Dei regained the lead. Then Step exploded for an 82-yard kickoff return with 3 seconds to go in the half, and that's where we stand now, 20-14, Knights.
Now, I think, only because my stats program has done this, they're having problems spotting the chains over there because the chains weren't supposed to move. So the down to go still remains the same, but the yards to go remain the same. The down stays the same, so it becomes essentially a 1st and 8 from the 21-yard line for Mount Carmel after all of that. So it'll be 1st and 8 to go for the Aces at the 21 after the penalty. So first down from the 21, 8 yards to get with 5:51 to go in the third quarter. Looking for a score to reclaim the lead, perhaps.
Aces go trips to the short side right. Ballard, the H, back to the left, a receiver that way as well. Man in motion is Step. Rager again keeps him himself, and this one goes nowhere. It's met by the middle of that Mater Dei line, which read that all the way, and a loss on the play.
Yeah, unfortunately, a bigger loss. Maybe no gain with forward progress. But nonetheless, nothing doing that time, and it'll still be second down and call it 8 from the 21.
Rager checks over near the sideline to get the play. And we'll come back. The play clock down to 13. The Aces break the snap. Only once have we come very close to that. Now the Aces line it up. It is 2nd and 8 from the 21. Same formation. Here's Rager going to keep it himself. Follow the H back. Steps outside of the 12. Nice undercut tackle by the quarterback for Mater Dei. And nice stop made by Travis Jasper. Otherwise, he might have gotten a first down. It'll be third down now. Line of scrimmage will be the 19.
Yeah, still positive yards out of that, but not nearly what it looked like Rager might get. A gain of 3 yards, and the Aces faced with a third down and a long 5 to go here. So you would hate to see this drive stall out.
Well, there was no scoring in the first quarter, then 34 points on the board in the second. Now no scoring yet in the third. We're down to 4.5 to go in the frame. Aces split receivers 2 by 2 now. Rager in the shotgun, and Step in motion right to left. Gets the snap, looks left, and fires left. He's looking underneath for Thacker, who catches the ball. He's down at around the 8-yard line.
Flag on the play again.
Enough for the first down, but let's see. It's
coming
on
back.
Mount Carmel.
Holding again. The flag sits at around the 24-yard line, so you go 10 yards back from that.
No, at least it'll be second down. But a long way to go now.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
Killing us on the penalties right now.
And the walk-off begins. Clock stops, 4:19 to go, third period. And they'll mark it back at the 34. And the Aces have a long way to go. And just for the record, it'll be 3rd and 17. Oh, no, that's not right?
33, so longer than that. 3rd and...
Have to go to the 11 or so?
Well, it might be 3rd and 17. From the 34, you got to get to around the 14-yard line.
Yeah. So a long way to go. And it'll be 3rd down. Man in motion. That is now the play stops. Timeout called by Mater Dei. Timeouts brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 4 minutes exactly to go. Third quarter. Mater Dei leads Mount Carmel 20-14. Let's take a 30 right here on your home for the Aces.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Well, thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for listening as well on WSJD Princeton Mount Carmel and also on the video side, my15news.com, the NFHS network, which you can make yourself avail to. It's so simple. All you have to do is log in and pick the link and take care of business, and you can watch it. And we do have on replays as well next week on the TV side, News Channel 15. So now 3rd and long for Mount Carmel. Receivers are split. 2-by-2, a wing back to the right side as well. And here's Rager in the shotgun, sends Whitler in motion. Now will keep it himself and throw over the middle. Pass is picked off by Mater Dei on the left side, stepping in front of Stipp. And there he is. That's Jasper, and he's still going down the left side to the 43rd. Breaks away, and now he's going to score the touchdown.
Flag down.
But a flag is down. Jasper continues to roll over the left side to get the touchdown. But let's see if it's going to count. It'll be a huge play if it does.
Well, it's going to be a touchdown saving block in the back, I think, is what that's going to be.
But they will have the ball.
But they will have the football. Ugh.
But a pickoff by Jasper, and Mater Dei dodges a bullet. Now Carmel is on the march.
Justin Akers getting his workout today, our official for these penalties.
After the interception on the return, we have a block in the back, 53 White. Penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul, 10 yards. 1st down, Mater Dei.
So the penalty flag sits at around the 40, and looks like that will end up back at around midfield, where Mater Dei will start.
Ben Casson, just a young kid, sophomore, 6'2", 212. On that call, a little bit overzealous on the return.
Who intercepted that ball? Did you get it? I don't have it.
I think it wasn't it?
It was 12.
Jasper.
Jasper,
Yeah.
You're right. Yep.
He's all over the place. He's
the difference maker for them tonight.
He's their step, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So Mater Dei lines it up from the 48-yard line of Mount Carmel. It's 1st down. Trips to the to the right side. One receiver to the left. The quarterback in the shotgun gets the snap, keeps it himself, rolls to the right side. Oh, nice bring down from my Kite. Grabbed him from behind and did not let him get away. A loss on the play. Or was that Ryan Johnson? Nope, it was Kite. Okay. Just trust myself. Loss of about 3 on the play. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage just inside the 50. We'll visit with Michael Brewer, head coach of Mount Carmel, after the game. Down to 3:15 to go, 3rd period here. Mater Dei breathing a big sigh of relief with that pickoff. Now they have the football, but it's 2nd and 13. And here is the quarterback with an H-back to his right, going to hand it off to Tolley back in the game. He spins at the line, but the Aces do not let him get away and bring him down. Took 4 or 5 to do it, but they finally did.
Tolley is kind of the workhorse back. He's gotten a lot of calls, typically gets a lot of calls, but doesn't end up with a lot of yards in the game. Maybe a yard on the play that time up to the 49-yard line. So 3rd and very long again for Mater Dei, 3rd and 12. Coming up.
Gill and Johnson and a host of other Aces in there. Line of scrimmage just inside the 50 at the Mount Carmel 49. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And here's the handoff again. Tolley rolls to the right side and is undercut by Gill. Another smart tackle. down right at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like he may have lost a yard or so. Well, no, maybe not because of the spot initially, but fourth down. It'll end up being a fourth and about 14 or so, so maybe a loss of another yard back at the 49, and good tackle in the open field for the Aces there, as it'll be fourth and call it 14 for Tolley on the carry, ultimately leading 4th and 14, and we'll see if they don't punt the ball away here.
The Aces drop step back to around the 20, and now the punter drops back as well. That's, of course, the quarterback. And here will be the run-up and the kick by
Short.
Jasper. And that's going to take a big modern-day bounce, and Stippy will let it go, and it's going to roll close to the end zone. Well, inside the 10 anyway.
Flag late from all the way across the field.
Oh, and Modern Day's not happy with it, so something happened
that's
off the ball.
In the area of a mischievous kind of penalty that may take a great hit and make it back, and it may be a sideline warning or something on Modern Day here. They are ordering the coaching staff back into the box here as they will talk this one over, and that's in the area of a not-so-kind penalty.
Yeah, almost like
Modern Day.
Maybe contact by the coaches in that area. We've already had that happen once this year. Well, let's see.
And another hand toward the direction of the Modern Day coaches comes up.
So something is going on. Little John, for starters, and let's see what the official decides. Well, they've got to discuss it a little more.
Going to get back together again.
Unsportsmanlike foul. Defenseless player hit, number 99, White.
Oh, okay.
So that's, again, one of those not-so-nice kind of penalties. And I don't know if it's 15 yards from the end of that punt, but Riley Conan, a 5'7 sophomore, the guilty party. And are they going to mark this from the spot of the foul? Oh, my goodness. They are. A 15-yard penalty from the spot. We were going to have it 1st and 10 inside the 10 after the punt. And instead, it's going to be a penalty that sets the ball all the way up at the 37-yard line.
And that's the second one of those calls tonight. So Mount Carmel goes right to left.
Oh, my goodness. And now they've ordered administrators to come to the field.
They're going to throw somebody out?
Somebody's leaving this joint.
Without another, unless the unsportsmanlike was already the first infraction. So they're looking for Mount Carmel officials to come out and help expedite something.
Jake Newkirk, the high school principal, running onto the field here now. And I'm not sure exactly what this will be, but there is a rather heated discussion between the head coach of Modern Day and our official,
is it
Justin Akers here. And
almost looked like he was looking at the stands for a minute. Now, Jake Newkirk is in on that, too. And the official looks like he's pointing at the stands,
yeah, somebody is leaving from the stands here.
Wow.
From Modern Day. I've not seen that in a football game in a long time. But look at this discussion continuing between our officials and the coaching staff of Modern Day. It continues on here. And now there's another flag.
Now this is an ejection now, right?
Well, I'm not sure. It's another flag on the coaches from Modern Day, and we'll await word on just what that will be.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, head coach, White.
Well, he stays in the game because that's his first. And now Modern Day
is incensed.
And their fans are going nuts. Their players are going nuts. The fans are applauding the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on their coach.
And the players are all revved up now. We'll see how that affects them. Meanwhile, the officials say, get on the sidelines, get back, and everybody's responding there. Now
and this
look at
has
this.
Enraged Modern Day to the point they're going absolutely nuts. They're fired up.
The line of scrimmage is the Modern Day 48 now. It'll be 1st and 10. Rager in the shotgun. He will pull back and try to keep it himself. He's going to trip up for a loss back at the other side of the 50 at the 49, and that excites the Modern Day fans and team, and a loss of 3.
Well, so the second penalty took it across midfield to the Modern Day 48. Goodness, what a crazy sequence this has been.
Meanwhile, we're at the 1 minute mark now, the third quarter. Modern Day is just wound up all of a sudden by all of that. They think they've been victimized. And now Rager sends Stacker in motion to the right. Gets the snap in the shotgun, fires over the middle. The pass is caught by Stipp. He's dropped immediately, but Gain to the 44-yard line. It'll be third down at about 5 from there. And now we've got an officials
conference and another penalty on the play.
Oh, boy. Let's see who this is against.
Personal foul on Mater Dei.
Wow. See, they got so revved up, the coaches did that.
Oh, my goodness.
And now another major penalty, and that's on the coaches from Mater Dei for not keeping control of their guys. There's no doubt about that.
What is going on here in the latter stages of the third quarter?
That is all on the Mater Dei coaches.
I agree with you, partner.
And now let's see, we're going to mark it off. I mean, I understand being the reaction, but nobody on that sideline took charge of anybody, and they've created this atmosphere with another penalty on the Knights. And they marked this one all the way to the 30-yard line. So now they're really into it. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces from the 30. We've got 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. And here is Stipp in the shotgun. Rager, I should say. And he's not going anywhere. He brought down, tried to get outside to the right, but couldn't. Dragged down at the 30. And Johnson on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 15 seconds to go. That might be the last play of the third quarter. Well, this atmosphere here has just been amped up a little bit, hasn't it?
A little raucous, to say the least.
Now we're down to 3 seconds to go. Are we even going to go? 2, 1, no. That'll do it for the third quarter. Well, that'll give the Mater Dei faithful a chance to get even more amped up here. And they've actually been a little bit out of control. 3 quarters in the books. And here is a look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's Mater Dei 20, Mount Carmel 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds at your home for the Aces.
A strong business is backed by strong connections. New Wave Business provides world-class internet, telephone, and TV services that connect you to customers around the corner or around the world. With package internet speeds of up to 100 meg and dedicated fiber-based solutions up to 10 gig. New Wave can keep your operation running at the speed of business. Add phone to your internet bundle for as little as $29.99 a month. Call, browse, or email New Wave Business today.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. It's Homecoming 2017, and we've got a crazy one going here. We go to the fourth quarter. Mater Dei leads Mount Carmel 20-14. You know, last year the Knights probably felt victimized by the weather. There were 3 lightning delays. The game went till midnight. Mount Carmel rallied dramatically. Mater Dei just ran out of steam. And we took advantage of all of the raucousness last year and pulled out a win. This year, they probably feel victimized by the officials. And
victimized about something for sure. And now the Aces will have a 2nd down and 10 from the 30.
What is it about being a victim that people love so much in our current world? And now Mount Carmel starts the fourth quarter. Rager sends a man in motion at the 31-yard line, takes the snap, rolls to the left, appears to have some time. Now he's chased out and flushed and dropped. That closed up in a hurry as he rolled to the left side. He's down and around the 25-yard line.
But still got some positive yards out of that, did Rager. A gain of 5. So 3rd down and 5 coming up after all of this. And remember, the drive that ultimately started up at midfield could have started inside the 10 if Mater Dei had behaved themselves on this play. So nonetheless, we still pick up 5 yards on the play. Headed in the right direction now. 3rd and 5. 2 downs to get 5 yards from the Mater Dei 5. And it could potentially tie the game and set up an extra point to go ahead.
Here is Rager in the shotgun with Kite to his left. He follows Kite, bursts up the middle, may have the first down and then some. Inside the 20. First down.
So a good drive and a good settle, and now late to unpile the stack here as things just chippier and chippier as the night wears on. Inside the 20, up to the 19-yard line goes Rager. A 6-yard gain gets enough for the first down. The drive continues here from Mount Carmel.
The Aces had something going on offense earlier in the third quarter, and then a pickoff ended that. So Carmel trying to close the drive out. They're to the 19-yard line. Play clock down to 15. Game clock 10:55. Mount Carmel trails 20-14.
Can the Aces be the team that rallies from behind here tonight?
Rager with Kite to his left hits the snap. Kite gets the handoff, and he's tackled from behind, carried his back a little bit further, but is dropped after almost no gain, and it'll be second down. A loss on the play of about 1.
Yeah, loss of a yard on that one, and Kite just never could get back to the line of scrimmage. He's had a rough night running the football tonight. 2nd and 11, call it 12 for the Aces back at around the 21-yard line. He's got some finals tonight now in the Big 8. We mentioned Vincennes beat Jasper 33-20. Also, another final. These are all Illinois finals. El Dorado beating Carmel 38-14. Fairfield beating Hamilton County 40-0. More to come in a moment.
Here is Rager. He's going to throw a little pop-up pass on the angle, running under it, and can't quite make the catch. On the fly towards the end zone is Step. Incomplete. Good defense by Mater Dei.
2 receivers out in that area. Rager goes for the deeper receiver in Step. Mater Dei read it well right there with it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 12. Other finals here tonight. It was Edwards County beating CZR tonight 42-6. In the 4th quarter, Marshall leads Olney 28-20. Also in the 4th, still Red Hill leading Newton 36-31 in the 4th quarter. Princeton all over Gibson Southern 51. Gibson Southern all over Princeton 51-0 in the 3rd quarter. Beg your pardon. Boonville in the 3rd over Tell City 42-13. Washington 38-13 in the 3rd over Mount Vernon.
Here's Rager. Shotgun, takes the snap, follows his lead block. He's slowed up. Now he switches direction, goes to the right side, gets away, and finally downed. Trying so hard to cross the field and get anywhere, down at about the 22. And it will be 4th down.
Yeah, I don't think he got anything. In fact, he lost yardage after all of that running around the field. And so it'll bring up 4th and about 13 for the Aces. Certainly aren't going to punt from here. Certainly aren't going to try a field goal from here. So it's a 4th and goal for it situation for Mount Carmel from the Mater Dei 22. And those penalties, those unsportsmanlike penalties, enraged Mater Dei to the point of fervor and excitement to rally back, and they have certainly done the job here. Mount Carmel needs to flip the script.
Empty backfield. Here is Rager throwing long for Step. There's a bump and a tip and an incomplete flag down in the end zone.
Who's it on?
Yeah, it could be either way here. Step was the intended receiver, but there was some bumping, and the Newton defender had the best shot of the ball. Let's see.
Pass interference, defense, number 10.
Oh, my.
15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
Wow. I thought that was headed the other way, and it's on Mater Dei in the end zone. 15 yards added to the play, and that means it's a 1st down.
And Mount Carmel, wow. How about that? And the coaching staff at Mater Dei, they'd probably love to react, but their coach has already received an unsportsmanlike. The next one, he's ejected, so he can't. And the officials kept the microphone on. Luckily, they've turned it off. They've had a fan ejected tonight, so they have to really watch it in this reaction, and they have. Half the distance to the goal line.
So still 3rd. No, it would be 4th down, right?
But he said 3rd, didn't he?
He said 3rd, but it's 4th.
Yeah, it's from the 13-yard line. The Aces have to get about 4 or 5 yards, right?
Yeah, on 4th down.
Yeah. So
I think now the officials are talking about it again. Is that not an automatic 1st down? I think that might be the question. But it's not going to be. They're done talking about it, I think, or are they?
Now they're meeting here in the center of the field, a couple of them, making sure what's going on. And this is a big discussion right here, isn't it?
It is. Everybody getting together, at least a couple of the officials are, to talk about it. Because... Well, and then everything is moved, so the down box is moved, so I'm not sure. This play started at the 22.
Oh, they move it like 1 yard forward. Is that all they're debating there? Okay. So now the line of scrimmage.
Now they're ready to go, I think, yep.
4th down, and the 4th down at about 5 from the 13-yard line. Big, huge play here with all that's happened in the second half. This may, in essence, be the play of the game right here. Can the Aces drive continue? Here is Rager. We send 2 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left, going left to right. Official still keeping the play from going. What else are we discussing at this point? Still ball placement maybe? He hasn't left the spot yet.
Now they're talking to the Mount Carmel coaches over there about what this is going to be. And I think the Aces still a touch confused about what all it's going to be there as well. The pass interference penalty occurred in the end zone.
Now the officials are meeting to talk about something again, right? And the linemen from both squads are right there next to them because they were ready to start the play. And now we're going to move the ball again.
So they move it further upfield, and now is it still fourth down is my question.
Well, not by much. It's like 4th and 1.
The ball sets up at around the 5, maybe call it the 11-yard line.
Wow. So now, let's see what we're going to do. Rager stays in the shotgun. It's 4th and a long 1. Is he going to run? Puts a man in motion, and now he is going to try to run.
Yes!
And he made it!
I think.
Yeah, it looks like on progress that's enough, but let's see.
Mater Dei's pretty happy, too, about the result. Hold the phone. Mater Dei held. They did not get it.
Wow. So Mater Dei will take over on downs. Boy, that was just a long one, and we didn't make it with a Rager push. Less than a yard. And so Mater Dei takes over. Wow.
Needed to get to the 9, got to the 10. And again, confusion about that penalty. You had a pass interference penalty occurring in the end zone. It's a 15-yard penalty, but from the 22-yard line, they assess it half the distance to the goal. And therefore you end up short, fourth down from the 2, and we didn't get it.
Now the quarterback, Jasper, is at his 4 as he takes the snap and tries to run and gets a few yards, but then the Aces bring him down and around the close to the 15-yard line, right?
Yeah, got some decent yards out of that play. Looks like he got 5, as you mentioned. So it's now that situation, but also we got to start paying attention to the clock here, because there's under 9 minutes to go in this contest.
You know, the way the officials kept moving the ball up, is that the play we wanted to run at that spot? Because we didn't really bring an H-back in for more blocking or anything like that. And so I guess we had time to make a call, so that must have been what we decided to do. And now here's an inside move, and the Aces converge on the running back, and that's Tolley. Bring him down near the line of scrimmage at the 15.
Well, you gotta somehow get the ball back, get it back quickly, and still not allow Mater Dei to flip the script on the field position game. No gain on that play. Maybe a yard or so for Tolley. So it's 3rd down and 4 right now, and the Aces want to stop on this play and force Mater Dei to punt it away.
And here is Tolley behind the quarterback, Jasper, who's in the short shotgun. Gets the snap, fakes to Tolley, keeps it himself right side. Aces right on him. He did not make it. Now it'll be 4th down, and we will appear to get the ball back.
If they punt the ball away, you would expect that here.
I don't know what to expect here.
Phelps makes the stop. It has become an unpredictable game, that is for sure.
The line of scrimmage is the 18-yard line. It's 4th down and about 4. Clock down to 7:20 left in the game.
4th down and a long 2 short 3 here.
Yeah. Now, Jasper looks to be dropping back, and he does. He's still back at around his 7.
And he's still the quarterback, keep in mind, but surely not this deep.
And now here's the snap, and he runs to the right and gets the boot away.
Bad kick.
A very good kick, and it takes a Mount Carmel bounce back the other way.
My goodness.
And it's going to be a whale of a short field for Mount Carmel.
Wow. How did that happen? It was a high snap. He probably felt like he had to force it a bit.
They're going to mark the football.
At the 19-yard line.
That's where the possession begins for Mount Carmel.
It's a 1-yard punt.
Wow.
Ultimately, after all of that.
And he opened with punts of 44 and 42, or at least the Knights did. They've used different punters. What a start for Mount Carmel now. The Knights' 19-yard line with 6:57 to go.
1st and 10 at the 19. We're almost in better position than we were when we didn't convert.
Receivers 2 by 2. Rager in the shotgun. Kite to his right. Rager's going to keep roll now. He's looking to throw, and they're in on him. He keeps it himself and gets brought down for a loss. Back at the 21.
So
nothing opened up for him, and he kept it and ate it for a loss on the play of about 2.
Yeah, so a sack there of Rager. Could not find anybody open downfield. Goes back across the 20 to the 21. And now it's second down and long. We're not moving the right direction. 6:30 to go here in the contest.
Second down for Mount Carmel.
And they're going to stop the clock again for something. We got extra strings or something on the field of one of the night players.
So they'll get it off the field and then be ready to go. Suddenly this game became extremely crazy in the third quarter. A fan ejected. The coach flagged for unsportsmanlike.
30 yards and unsportsmanlike penalties in one play.
Now here's Rager out of the shotgun. Kite is to his left. Stip in motion, right to left. Now Rager gets the snap. Looks, throws, slant pass behind the receiver. Thacker incomplete. On the cut across the field, Thacker cutting from right to left. They threw behind him. It'll be third down. Clock stops. 6:07 to go. Mater Dei leads 20-14.
Final score tonight, Red Hill 42, Newton 31.
Well, how about those Salukis? 4-0. Red Hill, I think they're the best team in southeastern Illinois.
How about that?
Isn't that
big
something?
play
What
here, third and long.
Here is Rager, shotgun. Sends Luke Gould in motion right to left. Gets the snap, backs up, looks to throw, fires over the middle. The pass is caught! It is caught by Stip inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, how did he hold on? In almost double coverage, made the catch inside the 5, up to the 3. It's first and goal from there.
So the Aces are that close to tying this ball game up.
And look who it was again who caught that ball. Stip.
He is all over the place. 5:59 to go in the game. They move the chains. We're ready to go. And it'll be Rager. He gets the snap, drives hard to the right side. Did he get anywhere? Not much stacked up by the line, but he maybe made some progress, huh?
Looks like down near the goal line, I think. Hard to see from here. Down to the 1, it looks like. That's what they've got spotted on the board there.
So it'll be second and goal from there. The clock dwindles down to 5:22, and it's running.
Don't want to bring up any bad memories here, but we had a couple of times in our first 2 games of the year where we got the ball inside the 10 and could not score. Surely, from second down and goal at the 1, we're going to push this across.
Rager, now he comes up, we pull everybody in, we're going to do that rush. And here is Rager trying to push hard.
Flag down. I think we left early, Scott.
And he didn't get much of a push anyway. And did not make it.
I think it's coming back.
Illegal procedure on the offense.
5 yards. We'll put it back at the 6.
We've seen this before,
but
it's the same type of thing. And we've got an injured ace out there as well.
Yeah, it looks like one of the linemen.
Ugh.
Yeah, from watching Rager's footwork, he didn't look like he got a good solid plant before he got to them. He's just trying to push his way in and appeared to be more kind of following than pushing on that particular play. And on top of that, the flag is down, so we'll be further back than we have been in these last 2 scrimmage plays. But it'll be second down again. Meanwhile, the player down, Sam Hodges out, attending to him as well. And
Scott Alney comes from behind tonight on the road at Marshall and escapes with a, no, I beg your pardon. I read it wrong. Marshall holds on for a 28-20 win. I thought it was going to say 30-28 Alney, but it was 28-20 Marshall with the win. Nearly everything in Illinois is final. El Dorado beats Carmel 38-14. Hamilton County beats, Fairfield beats Hamilton County 40-0. Red Hill, the big winner over Newton, 42-31. Marshall over Alney, 28-0. And Edwards County over CZR tonight, 42-6. Those are all your Illinois finals.
Elliott Laws was the injured player coming out of the game under his own power. So here is Mount Carmel now from the 6-yard line. It is second and goal. Rager in the shotgun, trying to tie the game up with the Aces. Rager calls, gets the play, runs it himself up the middle, darts a little bit to the right, and does make some progress. Gets near the goal line.
Back up toward the 1. Now it's third and goal at the 1, I think. Maybe a little further back than that. Call it the 2.
Boy, he's close, isn't he? Krebs on the stop. And here we go. Down to 4:26 to go in the game.
They say it's at the 1.
A touchdown will tie the game and leave it in guess whose hands to break the tie.
Two plays to get 1 yard. Inside 5 minutes to go, a chance to tie, and with an extra point, take the lead. Huge play here.
We're down to 6 on the play clock as we just come to the ball.
Timeout coming. Michael Brewer is paying attention.
2-1, and did we get the snap? Well, here is Stipp.
Flag down. Flag down from the far side official over here. Michael Brewer is trying to call timeout. I think they didn't see him. And then there's a flag on top of that. We left early, and it's going to go 5 yards
you've
back.
Got to be kidding me.
Yep, false start on the Aces.
What happened there?
You got to go. You got to get something called there. You either got to get a penalty, or not a penalty. You got to get a timeout, or you got to get the snap off, and neither one happened.
Yeah, we weren't even to the line of scrimmage till we had 5 on the play clock, and we cannot make a mistake when you're down to the 1 yard line of any kind.
We had it, Scott, 2nd and goal from the 1 and got a penalty.
All right,
we got it up to the 1, 3rd and goal from the 1 and got a penalty.
Well, we'll do it again, I guess. Here, let's go. Here is the Rager rolling to the left, throws with the opposite hand, and it is caught. Touchdown! The game is tied! Stipp on the catch. And this game is tied through all of that adversity. Through all of those mistakes, we still found Stipp in the end zone on a rolling pass play. Oh, this game is just too crazy.
And now, the biggest play of the game coming up, the extra point try. And we have struggled at times with this. But it's Mr. Big Shot tonight, Braden Stipp, who will do the honors.
Gill will hold. Stipp tries to break the tie. Snap, there's the ball.
Deflected,
and it
no
is
good.
Deflected, and it is no good. Mater Dei got through and blocked the kick, and this game remains tied with 3:49 to go. Oh, my. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard, 20-20. Back with a kick in 30 seconds at your home for the Aces.
A strong business is backed by strong connections. New Wave Business provides world-class internet, telephone, and TV services that connect you to customers around the corner or around the world. With package internet speeds of up to 100 meg and dedicated fiber-based solutions up to 10 gig. New Wave can keep your operation running at the speed of business. Add phone to your internet bundle for as little as $29.99 a month. Call, browse, or email New Wave Business today.
Well, is nothing easy for this bunch. We scored the touchdown and missed the point after that would have given us the lead. There are no easy roads for this 2017 team. We've done all this, all 3 quarters and almost 4. We've decided nothing. We play on with 3:49 to go.
Well, every game's been close. We know that. 3 games, all losses by a combined total of 12 points. Can't win for losing, and there's a great kick. Stay in bounds. Please, it just bounded out. Did you see the kickback he got, though?
It still went back inbounds.
Yeah, it went
even after that.
And that's what Stipp is trying to do. He's trying to pin the ball back in the corner, and it landed about a foot out of bounds and then bounded back toward the inner part of the field. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Missed it by about a foot.
Because the
and
ball,
now, instead of a touchback or the ball inside the 5, Mater Dei is going to have it at the 35-yard line.
That's a 30-yard difference right there. Well, Mater Dei has their chance here. They're down to 3:49 to go. How many timeouts do they have, Kyle?
I have no idea.
Well,
I think they have all 3. I think we've called 1. And that may not be right, but that's what I'm going with. 3:49 left, though. And let's see what they do.
The Knights have 65 yards to go to possibly win the game.
Big defensive stand here.
Is Jasper. He's in the shotgun. 2 hands it off to Tolle. He's wrapped up initially, then still has progress. Finally, the Aces bring him down at around the 39.
One of the better runs, distance-wise, by Tolle tonight because of the broken tackle. Gets him about 4 up the play. 2nd down and 6. Here for Mater Dei. Aces just looking for a stop somewhere before they get within striking distance. They do have a made field goal or 2, the longest 15 yards on the season does Mater Dei.
And the quarterback in the shotgun on second down. Hands off. Tully again right up the middle. He stepped out of a tackle. Then the Aces have to redo it. They do stop him short. Nice second tackle by the Aces. But still, Tully gets to the 40. Gain of 1. It's 3rd and 5 now. They hurry up to the ball. Clock running, 2:51 to go. And just like that, here is Jasper back in the shotgun. And low snap this time. Now he throws quickly. Pass caught. Good for the first down, I think.
Yes.
At the 45, just a yard ahead of it.
Let's look at that again.
Nolan Petker on the catch.
Hold the phone on first down.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, it is a first down already signaled.
A nice awareness by Petker to know exactly where he was. He turned back a yard over the distance and made that catch. Quick swing pass to the left side. Mater Dei goes right to left here as they try to win this game. Down to 2:35 to go. We're tied 20-20. Mater Dei sends trips to the right side. A receiver to the short side left. It's Jasper in the shotgun. Quick swing pass right side off the hands of the receiver. That ball hung in the air for a minute and finally fell incomplete. Garrett Foppe, the intended receiver.
Well, you like to see those as the defense when the ball goes off the hands of a receiver and hangs in the air for a while, but nobody there from Mount Carmel in the vicinity to be able to pick that ball off, and Mater Dei lives through that scare for them. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. 2:25 to go.
Both teams have had a pickoff tonight. Mount Carmel had 4 last week. Now, in the shotgun is the quarterback. Jasper takes a low snap. It hits the deck. He picks it up. Pump fake. Now he throws long. The pass is tipped around and intercepted by Stipp.
Yes!
At the 25. He turns and heads the other way to the 30 and down to the 34. Braden Stipp. Can he do any more than what he's done tonight? A pickoff. Our second of the night, and Mount Carmel has the football with a chance to win.
Kickoff return for touchdown. Big runs. Interception here, and now sets up perhaps a game-winning drive for Mount Carmel, who so desperately needs a win like that tonight. Wow.
Boy, what a storyline, Stipp, as he continues to evolve as a football player. What a difference he's making.
2-minute drill, 2:13 to go, a couple of timeouts in tow. Let's put this in the end zone and start homecoming off right, partner. Flag down. Already. What's that?
We hadn't even lined up yet.
Illegal participation in a huddle. That's what it was.
Huddle?
Substitution offense.
You can't run a player new into the game after your huddle breaks, and that's going to cost the Aces 5 yards.
So we had a little confusion probably on the sidelines getting everybody in, and we'd already are excited and already broken the huddle, huh?
Yep. One of those things that's...
We've seen about everything tonight now.
Yep, no doubt.
1st and 15 for the Aces. Line of scrimmage is the 30-yard line, down to 2:13 to go in this tie game. Now trips to the left side, receiver to the short side right. That's Austin Reger taking the snap. Quick swing pass left side. Got it. Stipp looking for blockers. Cuts it over the original line of scrimmage to the 35 to the 37. It'll be 2nd down from there in about 7.
And the clock is going to roll. He did not get out of bounds, and not that he was going to try to get out of bounds there, but nonetheless, he'll take it up to the 37-yard line. Clock rolls, an 8-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 7 now, inside 2 minutes to go.
Trips to the left side, H-back that way as well. One receiver to the right. Reger looks left and now fires. He's hit as he delivers. The ball's up for grabs down the left sideline, incomplete. He overthrew everybody. On the receiving end, intended for Mount Carmel was Thacker.
Well, and now the worst case scenario here, if you're the Aces, is you feel like you probably have to throw the ball here to try to get the first down on 3rd and 7 in your own territory. You throw it and it drops incomplete. You're going to have to punt, and Mater Dei is going to get the ball back with some time left.
But so far in his career, Reger's been much better at underneath stuff.
Yeah.
And over the middle than he has on the fly pattern.
Right.
Where he's really struggled with that, so this may be a better spot for him to do his magic. Trips to the right side. Here is Reger. He's going to throw to the right side. Pass is caught. And yes, first down catch. That's Thacker. Stumbles forward inside the beyond the 45 to the 47.
Lost his footing, and it would have been close had he fallen down whether or not he would have had the distance for the first down, but maintains composure, maintains his footing, and gets it up to the 47-yard line. A pass play that covers 10 yards. First down, another third down conversion for the Aces here tonight.
1:25 left in the game. Rager takes the snap on first down, rolls to the left. Now
Flag.
tries to run upfield himself, has some running room. Finally, Mater Dei converges and knocks him down to the 50, but a flag down. The
I think
clock
it's
stops.
coming back, holding.
1:17 left. It's on Mount Carmel.
Keep stubbing ourselves in the foot. It's going to be a hold. It'll be a 10-yard from the spot penalty. The flag sits at the 41-yard line. Going to be back at the 31.
Holding, number 71 offense. 10-yard penalty from spot of the foul. Really play first down.
Just killing ourselves, shooting ourselves in the foot tonight with the penalty yardage.
But it is first down.
It is that.
But it's going to be all the way back at the 32-yard line. Man, that is a first down and 25, right? Or close to that.
Or
first
thereabouts.
26.
Yeah.
1:17 to go in regulation. Aces send two receivers both ways, 2 by 2. Rager alone in the shotgun. The H-back is sliding to the right. That's Ballard. Now he's stationary. And Rager has a chance to throw over the middle. Pass tipped around incomplete.
Flag down.
Flag coming in late. Patberg, the receiver, he thought he was roughed up. Came up signaling that. The official made the call.
So now, here comes another pass interference penalty. Goodness.
Boy, these officials have had a lot of big calls tonight to make. Pass interference on Mater Dei. And, of course, the coach is being restrained. They were a little bit out of control in the third period, and they got penalized for it. An unsportsmanlike on the coach, so they've had to be cool ever since. They marked this one to the 46-yard line.
So it's a first and practically 10 again for the Aces.
And Mount Carmel switches Patberg around. He goes to the left side. There are trips that way. A receiver to the right. The H-back also to the left. That's Ballard, and Rager's in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Backs up. Wants to throw there on the fly. The pass is almost complete, but Thacker couldn't quite come up with it. Diving to the left. Incomplete. Second down. Clock stops. 1:07 left.
What a wild game this has been for Mount Carmel and for Mater Dei. Fan ejected.
Yeah.
Goodness, it has been all over the place.
Did you ever give that Washington score? I know we talked about it off the air, but
yeah, Washington wins tonight, 45-19 over Mount Vernon. We see them next week.
It'll be a long night. It'll be a tough one. Okay, here we go. Stipp changes direction, goes left to right. Rager makes a signal to his teammates. And we call a timeout. Yes, we do. Timeout, Mount Carmel, brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. 1:07 to go. This game is tied. 20-20. We'll be back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college.
Well, Scott, virtually everything else we are monitoring. Final tonight, Vincennes beats Jasper 33-20. Washington beats Mount Vernon 45-19. Boonville over Tell City 42-13. Gibson Southern over Princeton 58-12. In Illinois, El Dorado beats Carmi 38-14. Fairfield over Hamilton County 40-0. Marshall over Olney 28-20. Edwards County over CZR 42-6. And Red Hill beats Newton 42-31.
How about Red Hill? I think the best team in Southern Illinois, the Salukis. They might go very far in Class 1A if they end up in 1A. Here, second down for Mount Carmel. And Rager's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws it to the right side. Coming back for the ball.
Throw.
Incomplete. Underthrew him. And as it was, Whitler was coming back. And the pass hit the deck at around the 48. Third down now. Line of scrimmage, the 45. We're down to 1:04 to go.
I've got to find the right distance here for Rager to complete that pass. Just really underthrown. Not a bad throw, or a bad throw, I guess, for Rager. Would like to have that one back. See what the Aces do here on 3rd and long.
Line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line. And here's Rager in the shotgun. Backs up, wants to throw. Now fires to the right side. Come back, caught at the 40. Not enough for the first down, and immediately repelled is the receiver. The clock will run. That is Whitler on the catch. It will now be 4th and about 5.
At midfield, and boy, what do you do if you're Mount Carmel here?
Well, if we don't call timeout here, if we're going to try with the first down, we may be content for overtime. We're down to 35 seconds to go, and we're not in any hurry. It's 4th down.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to go OT.
Well, you don't want to give Mater Dei the ball back for any reason. You could take the penalty, and now we're rushing to the line.
Yeah, with 5 on the play clock. Here is Rager. Gets the...
they moved!
Mater Dei jumped! Wow! Maybe we were on a stutter count, but boy, we wasted a lot of time if we were actually trying to make that play.
It will still be short of the first down, though. It's 4th and 6.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
And now we're down
Still
to
4th down.
19 seconds to go. The ball just over the 45 of Mater Dei. Less than a yard to go. If we get a first down, yeah.
Well, you have a timeout, so you could potentially run a play to get a first down, but not a whole lot of time left.
Yeah. So we were in the weird position a minute ago of really having to let the clock run, but not wanting it to.
Now you have to take a play.
Now we're 19 seconds to go. And the H-back very close to the quarterback. Under center now is Rager for the first time tonight. He pushes, and I'm not sure he made it.
I don't know.
It's going to be close. He doesn't get a lot of push sometimes.
They stopped the clock with 14 seconds. He did not get it.
A second time tonight. And Mater Dei will get a chance. They take over at the 44. They might have a couple of plays.
They have timeouts. Please tell me it's not going to happen again this week. Please.
Princeton beat us with 32 seconds to go last week. We've lost 3 games by 12 points and are winless for the first time this late in the season since 1950.
I hope it doesn't matter, but they did make a field goal in this season, a 15-yarder, Mater Dei.
All right, here we go. First down, Mater Dei at their own 44. Quarterback back, throws a little swing pass to the right side. And here is the receiver breaking a tackle, 2, down to the 41, and 4 seconds to go, and Mater Dei calls timeout. Navavenice, right?
You got it.
I got it. Hey, Mark didn't even get it right. I got it. Down to the 41-yard line. That is a pass play of 15 yards. Now time for one more play. It's do or die for Mater Dei, otherwise it's overtime.
Mater Dei has called timeout.
And we'll keep it here.
Yeah. So Mater Dei calls timeout to draw up the craziest, goofiest play they've got with 4 seconds to go. This has pretty much got to go for broke. Maybe time for another play if it's a quick strike. But at some point in the next play or 2, if they have time for 2, which would be rushed, you're looking at a long shot downfield here for Mater Dei. Mount Carmel probably going to go into some sort of prevent defense, you would think, with more players back behind the line to try to pursue to the football. But this is an anything-goes kind of play. This is a lateral. This is a double pass play. Who knows?
And I think really the clock is closer to 3 because it was hanging on 4 a lot before the stop was made. So there's probably about 3.1 left or something like that.
Here we go.
From the 41, do or die. First down, Mater Dei. Quarterback in the shotgun backs up, 4 in pattern. He wings it long down the left side, looking for Tolley. It's picked off and dropped, and that's the end of regulation. Mount Carmel makes the play, knocks the ball away, and we've got overtime on homecoming night 2017. Wow.
And let's reset the overtime rules. Actually, you want to take a break? Take a minute break?
We'll take a minute break. We will come back with overtime in just a minute at your home for the Aces.
At New Wave, we're proud to call the communities we serve our home. Our customers tell us having a local office is important to them. That's why we maintain dozens of local offices and employ over 500 skilled employees, all focused on delivering the best customer experience. We don't just connect communities, we connect to our communities, helping support the schools, organizations, and events that support all of us. Thank you for choosing New Wave Communications, your local provider of internet, TV, and phone.
News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first. First on the scene.
Hi, Scott Allen here at March Madness in Peoria.
With the latest information.
The best finish in 90 years for Mount Carmel basketball, second place in Class 2A. Kyle Peach from Peoria for News Channel 15.
On air. Online. On Facebook. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
We're not done playing football here on homecoming night. What is it about Breeze Mater Dei? Can we not hit curfew with these guys?
Well, and you know, Olney takes their spot on the schedule next year. I'm excited about the fact that we don't have to travel 2+ hours to play a football game. I'm excited that games don't start at 7:30 anymore. But boy, has there been some fun times in this 6-year series with Mater Dei and Mount Carmel. Last year we got to play in the rain and come back from behind to win, and now Mater Dei and the Aces going extra time, overtime here tonight. And just reminder of the overtime rules here. Both teams, am I right, get the ball at the 10? Or has that changed through the years? Both teams get the ball at the 10, and it's up to the coin toss there to determine who gets the ball first, and I did not read
Mount
that
Carmel
well.
will have it.
So the Aces will have it first, and that puts pressure really on Mount Carmel because you've got to score. It gives Mater Dei the option to potentially kick a field goal
and beat you by
from
3,
short distance to win by 3, and the kicking game, which for the Aces has been a little questionable at times, becomes a huge factor in a game like this. You look at the kicker for Mater Dei in Petker. He's 3 for 3 coming into tonight on extra point tries. Now, he missed one earlier tonight. And he's 2 for 2 on field goals on the year, the longest, though, 15 yards. So he was perfect before tonight, but has missed one tonight. Braden Stipp has missed one tonight. He's missed a couple on the year. And so the kicking game could become huge, but each team will get to possess the football in overtime, and it starts at the 10-yard line, first and goal from the 10.
Hey, somebody out there that's listening to me, text me the last overtime game we played. I'm honestly at a loss. I can't remember when it is.
Well, I remember vividly one that went a lot of overtimes in Champaign back in the state finals. I would assume we've played one since then. But remember that craziness? We go for 2 in a state championship game to try to win the game in double or triple overtime. And Luke Jones' pass to Steve Isle in the back of the end zone fell away. And Addison Driscoll began their big run thanks to a big late overtime win over Mount Carmel in the state finals.
Well, and that was the season.
And that set many records.
We had bookend overtime games against Robinson in Week 9 and against Harrisburg in Week 1, too.
Yeah, 3 overtime games in the season that year for the Aces, and that may have been the last, but there may have been another. It's been a long time, though, partner.
Mount Carmel once involved in a 4 overtime game against Carbondale here on this field. That stands as the record in Class 4A for a playoff game to this point. It was a crazy game. Remember Yusuf Hawk, the Carbondale Terrier back? He was such a huge force, and Carbondale won that game, 36-29, I think. But I'm probably wrong on that score after all these years. Okay, here we go. First down, Mount Carmel starts at the 10. It will be Blake Kite to the left of Rager in the shotgun. Receivers 2 by 2. Rager goes up the middle, gets to around the 7 or 8 yard line. I got to tell you, for a minute of comic relief.
Please.
Trent Rafferty has the coolest shoes of anybody. Look at those shoes on the left side of the offensive front. Sparkling gold backs on those shoes. Those are really nice. Okay, back to the game. Gain of 1, second down here in overtime. And here is Rager calling, now setting, rolling to the right. Now darts up himself, gets to the 5, gets towards the pylon, but didn't make it. Get cut down short at about the 2 or the 3. I thought he had an angle, but it was closed up in a hurry by the Mater Dei Knights. Third down from the 3. 3 yards away now.
Boy, got to get in here. Got to get in. Was that Rager on that last run?
Yes. The 5th period of football here at the stadium. Overtime on homecoming night. 20-20 is the score. Now Carmel has 7 of the 10 yards they need for a touchdown. Modern Day's fans and coaches exhorting their group to make some noise. And Rager out of the shotgun. Will hand it off. This time it is Blake Kite. Touchdown! Kite off left tackle. Got the handoff from Rager and scored, and Mount Carmel leads 26-20 here in the first overtime.
Now, cannot emphasize enough how big these are. Extra point tries here in this one are huge. Both kickers. Each team has missed one tonight. This absolutely huge.
It'll be Aiden Gill holding for Braden Stepp. Modern Day blocked the last one. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is up. It is through the uprights, and it is good. So
there
Mount Carmel has drawn first blood in overtime. They lead Modern Day 27-20. Touchdown run by Blake Kite. Let's take a 30-second break. And we'll come back with Modern Day's possession right after a 30-second break. It's your home for the Aces.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Well, Kyle, you've done the research. When's our last overtime
Well,
game?
I just leaned over and asked Jake Newkirk, and he told me that's the research. But
he's a credible source.
And how can we forget the game prior to the 71-70 shootout with Greenville? It went to overtime at Carterville. Remember the 3 onside kicks they converted on to come back and rally?
Oh, yeah.
And Reese Metcalf led the charge, and the Aces ended up winning 50-49 back in 2013.
They were number 1. Carterville was at the time. Here now, first down for the Modern Day Knights. Quarterback tucks, runs, and gets inside the 5 down near the goal line. Did he make it?
Yes.
Yes, touchdown on the first carry by the quarterback of the Knights. Scoring is Travis Jasper. And now will they go for 1 or will they go for the win?
2 fingers up in the coaching huddle here for Modern Day. Now, they could spend a timeout if they want. Now, if that's the call, we'll wait and see. You play for the win on the road. Modern Day appears to play for the win here. We've got a timeout called by Modern Day. They want to go for 2 and end this thing right now.
Timeouts brought to you by Kentra Financial Agent Tia Morgan. We'll come back and see who wins in 30 seconds. It's your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kyle Peach, I got to tell you, I think it's a win either way for the Aces tonight. The way we played tonight against a team that was thought of as being state tournament contenders, state championship contenders, and look at what we've done tonight.
You're going to be proud of the way you play, but boy, you're going to be awfully disappointed.
And we might be 0-4 and feeling pretty, not feeling awful.
And through every game we've played in regulation, 12 points the difference, and now it could be a 1-point loss. Yeah. Here it comes, hugest play of the season right here. Come on, defense.
Quarterback is Jasper. He's in the shotgun.
Timeout
called at the last possible second to rattle them. Timeout called by the Aces. You get an extra timeout anyway.
Yep.
In the OT. Well, let's just keep it here and talk a little bit about this.
Like the call, by the way, from Michael Brewer. Come out, see how Modern Day lines up. Maybe they'll draw something else different up here, but at least you know what they're thinking and can kind of plan your defense accordingly. Huge play coming up. Let's get this win. Let's get one more defensive stop. The defense has played well tonight. A few missed tackles along the way, sure, but for the most part, they played well. They've kept us in the ball game when we needed to them times, and let's let the defense win this game.
And really both these teams, I mean, they're struggling too. 1-2. They need a win badly. Mount Carmel needs a win badly. So both these teams are not used to the positions they're in, and yet there's been nobody hanging their heads and everything else. Monterey got a little bit crazy there in the third quarter, but with that exception, it's been a great ball game.
Yeah, it's been a great game. There's been highs and lows for both teams. There's been added excitement. There's been ejections. There's been emotion. There's been pageantry here tonight with a homecoming queen crowd. The stadium comes to life on a 2-point conversion try. Somebody's winning the game right now.
Here we go. It'll be the quarterback Jasper with Tolley, the 6'4" running back to his right, and a little behind him. The signal. Here's the call, and the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Looks to get in. They make it brought down. Yes! He stopped short. Mount Carmel wins! The quarterback kept it himself. Jasper. He was brought down, and the Aces players stormed the field in a mob scene. Mount Carmel has won their first game of the year in exciting fashion. 27-26 in overtime. How about that? Beating a quality opponent. Finally something to show for their perseverance. They did not give up. Finally have a win over a quality opponent to show, and what a thriller.
What a thriller indeed, and what a finish. No more emotional high than what you just saw right there, and there's no better group of guys that deserve to have such an emotional high after such a low start to the season. A big win that really nobody thought we'd have coming into this game tonight, and Mount Carmel holds on and gets an overtime win. The defense stood up and did it again.
Yeah, Mount Carmel probably a 21-point underdogs from everything we saw going into this game, and for the second straight year, they've stunned Mater Dei with a late surge. Last year, aided by lightning. This year, in overtime, Mount Carmel beats the Knights 27-26. We'll be back with the post-game show in just a moment here at your home for the Aces.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.